Yet again, yet again, someone has missed the easiest target of all time. God, I don't know.
See, I'm I've said it before. I'll say it again. All you motherfuckers need to learn how to use a gun.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. Something makes me upset that the only people who are competent with firearms are the ones who don't view me as a human being.
Well, luckily for us, a lot of them are also really bad at using their own firearms.
I mean, like, sure, don't get me wrong. I know what you're saying. But, like, also, white people make militias. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're competent, sometimes they're not. Black people don't get that far.
Yeah, they did it one time, and the California state government and later the federal government freaked the fuck out over it.
Bro, not to mention the fucking psyop that is every fucking black leader that speaks out against new Black Panther parties before they ever get the chance to establish themselves.
True.
I don't fucking care. That is on purpose. Fucking at me, bro.
That being said, if I recall correctly, the party that actually does call itself the new Black Panther Party are lunatics for other reasons.
Yeah, well, a bunch of people tried reinventing this, but like I've also seen fucking Huey Newton's kid is like, well, no, they don't represent the Black Panthers. It's like, all right, so you do it then. Your fucking dad was Huey. Fucking, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's I was telling my mom earlier about the fucking "It's a Black President" Huey Freeman episode of Boondocks. I'm like,
meh.
Like that's what I was telling her about. She's like, "Wait, what? Why doesn't he like it?" And it's like, "Cause it's fucking Obama. He's a neolib."
Because why should he like it?
Yeah, like I guess it's cool. There's a black guy there. Now what?
So you're telling me that now when the cops go and fucking beat my ass, there'll be a black guy in charge. Cool. I feel better now.
It's like that comic strip of like the drone in the air and the poor Afghani villagers saying, "They say the next one will be sent by a woman."
I love that.
Yeah, anyway, speaking of people who fucking hate minorities, someone fucking took pot shots at Trump again and failed again.
Like, I think it's so funny how you have to say likely targeted. Like, they didn't even get solid shots near.
So, obviously, the information is very, very spurious at the moment, or at least as of last I checked, it was. But according to the thing I was reading last night, the gunman's gun didn't even get a shot off. However, somehow one of the Secret Service guys did get grazed or whatever. Hang on, let me see what Wikipedia's got about this. Possibly, yeah.
They've done it before.
I was also telling my mom of the joking conspiracy theory that's been around for decades that Lee Harvey Oswald missed, but one of the Secret Service guys panicked and accidentally shot JFK.
You say joking. There is way more credence to that than we'd like to give fucking valid claim to. Tell me why we have multiple people reporting, one, they just got ARs for the first time in the past fucking month. They had a new guy on the squad. They gave the new guy a fucking machine gun. And they all went out drinking the night before.
When I say joking, what I mean is that the theory is funny, so most people probably don't believe it, but it's not the craziest idea I've ever heard.
It's just the worst workplace accident ever.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. They have the fucking video I was having trouble finding. Hell yeah, Borther. Okay. So there is a Wikipedia page for the incident now. I love how fast Wikipedia articles get made, man. Wikipedia editors are something else. They truly are like they truly do a service to the human race.
I still hold a grudge against Wikipedia for banning me because I insistently kept changing Kanye West's page to being a Nazi. Did that shit years before he fucking called it. I was right. Fuck you all.
Every single week he dances to the strain of the Kanye's not a Nazi polka.
Kanye is a Nazi polka.
Yeah, he really is. Remember that tweet that was like, I suggest getting off the Kanye train before it hits the Hitler was a good guy stop? And he said that in like 2018.
Who said that?
Some tweet. I forget who said it. Someone who got a lot of clout for accurately predicting it.
It's just that's the shit Ye's been on for so long. You either know it or you don't. But fucking.
Also, I'm never calling him Ye. Sorry, that I'm not doing it.
Well, no, like that one is different than like a Snoop Lion thing because it was already like one of his nicknames.
Oh, I know, but the reason why I refuse to is because the second he announced it, all the conservative butt buddies immediately pivoted to only calling him that. So on principle, I'm like, fuck you, no.
No, I mean, like, I get that. It's just like, I'll be real with you, Larry. Why the fuck are you telling me that I should let white Republican conservatives control my vernacular for people in the hip hop genre?
Good point.
That's the thing. I don't give a like. They don't get to impact shit. They don't get to say fuck, and they don't get to control tits. Like, I don't give a fuck. No.
Speaking of that, you notice, and I noticed this during our debate with Based If True, only conservatives ever call Twitter X.
I mean, it's okay. Because marketing wise, it's a bad move.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Holy shit, guys. He truly is a ghost.
Sorry, I fucking pressed a button with my foot.
I like it.
Give it a sec.
No. Keep it like that.
Come on. There we go.
Yeah, that was the most black you'll ever see on Larry's side of the camera. But
speaking of that, I actually did discover that StreamYard has a dark mode. So if you notice I'm less pale, it's because the thing reflecting on my face is dark now.
No, that is nice. That is nice. It is less Casper. I got.
Also, I don't appreciate you saying that's the most black you'll ever see because that implies that black people aren't welcome in my house.
It implies black people aren't on the camera.
That's true, but that's not because they're not allowed to be. It's just because none happen to live here.
It's because it's almost no one's allowed on your camera, dude. You hate people. Not because they're black, because they're people.
I don't hate people. I like them over there.
Exactly, but not right there where you would be.
I love them when they're about 10 feet away from me.
Jesus
Speaking of that party I went to last weekend, one of the guys who was there, thankfully not there very long, nice guy, but I heard him cough twice in quick succession, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me, man.
Okay, question. Do you allow allowances for weed smokers?
If they are either, in your case, like smoke all fucking day,
yeah,
or if they're like actively smoking, that's different. But no, this was clearly a
allegedly.
like... Yeah, of course. So yeah, all content is satire.
Alleged.
Yeah, no, this guy was not visibly smoking anything, and yet twice in 45 seconds let out a cough. He felt the need to cough into his elbow, and I was like, nope, get the fuck away.
Yeah, no, only times I've been coughing is when just like, I'm like, oh damn, my fucking lungs are just full of gunk.
Yeah, mine, other than when I'm actively smoking, mine don't get full of gunk particularly often. Unless I've been exposed to an allergen or whatever.
True. It's also allergy season right now, so that's probably like why it's been hitting me hard as well.
Was he RFK? No, he actually, I think you know him, Alex, because he was at the wedding of our mutual friend. I don't remember, well, I do remember his name, but I'm not going to say it. I don't remember his full name. Very nice guy, very interesting to talk to. Has more fucking energy than I have ever seen in my life.
I just thought of the stupidest meme. Just gonna put this on the list of things that should exist.
Okay.
RFK, but he's wearing a pirate hat and he's trying to shoot random things at Donkey Kong. and it's RFK rule.
Isn't that already RFK though? Doesn't he already do that?
That's why it's great, because it just fits in so much.
We found out the other day that one time on a family trip with his wife and children waiting in the car, he found a dead raccoon on the side of the road and cut off its dick to take home and study later.
Do you know the whale story? What I know is one of the greatest things of all time.
Yeah, he saw what was it, the head?
No, hold on. So
he saw something off a whale.
So all the Kennedys out in their Cape Cod bullshit hear through the Cape Cod like little news or however people talk. Oh, there's a dead whale on the beach, and like a bunch of people show up and they look at it because like you don't really see one often. And look at that, I get it. RFK's like, yeah, no, we're also going. Family, get in the car. So he brings the whole family, him, his wife, and his 2 daughters, into the fucking.
By the way, which wife was this? Was this the one who killed herself because he had like 1 million affairs and documented them all in his journal?
9 out of 10, yes, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, we can get to that one after. But so he's like, all right, family, hop in the car. We all got to do this together as a team. He drives over to the fucking beach. This is where it gets so fucking funny, folks. He takes a fucking blade out the fucking back. He climbs on top of this fucking whale in front of this Cape Cod crowd. He goes, no, it's okay. I'm a Kennedy. And they're like, oh, okay. You know,
and that works somehow.
It works. He cuts the fucking head off the whale. And now at this point, you might be like, what? No one stopped him. In fact, I believe at this point, the people showed up and offered assistance, if I remember this story completely correctly. He takes the fucking whale head, and you're going to think to yourself, what the fuck are you going to do with a whale head? How would you even get that home? I'll tell you how. You put it on top of a fucking SUV, and then you take, like, rope, and you tie that shit like you're moving a mattress to your buddy's house.
Wasn't there, like, whale juice running down the car that he had to windshield wipe and shit?
Well, it gets even better than that. Now, have you ever had to move a mattress on top of a car, Larry?
Not on top of a car, no.
Have you ever had to move anything on top of a car that you had to tie down?
I don't think so, no, because my dad's fucking super paranoid about damaging the cars, so he always
You're forgivable for not understanding where I'm going with this. How do you tie something down on a car?
With the roof rack?
Assume you don't have a roof rack because we're all poor.
I don't know then, like, thread it through the windows of the car?
That is the standard, is you put that shit through the fucking windows.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is if you tie a whale head to the top of your car, you can't keep your windows closed.
Yeah, there'd be a little gap.
At the very least, a little gap. So, reports from his daughters say that driving home on the highway, they were both getting hit by whale juices.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, no, but it's not just trickling down. It's going in the fucking windows because you can't shut them because you tied a whale head to the top of your vehicle.
Now, here's the real question. Here's the most important question of all.
Is it pink?
No. Did this take long enough ago that his voice didn't sound all fucked up yet?
I'm not gonna lie, your RFK almost just sounds like old Forrest Gump.
I can actually sort of do Forrest Gump. It's like one of the few impressions I can do.
Jenny,
the real question about transporting a dead whale head tied to the roof of your car is, was his voice all fucked up?
Jenny, I may not be a smart man, but I know what a crime is.
Hang on, I'm looking up when his voice changed.
I mean, like, can I just point out, even using his is kind of disrespectful.
Why?
Because it should be its.
True.
Because it's a worm.
So it looks like he got diagnosed with the dysphonia in his diaphragm in 1996. Do you remember what year it was that he did the fucking whale bullshit?
Off him, my head went 97, but I don't think so.
find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah, do you have a source other than the fucking AI? I guess. Okay, here's a real source. Yeah, so it was before his voice got fucked up.
Okay.
It was 1994.
Uh,
Yeah, I've never actually had to transport anything on the roof of a car because my dad's such a fucking paranoid nutcase that he would rather just bring the bigger car.
Bring the bigger car around, Jeeves.
Well, like, we have normal sedans, and then we have, like, the minivan, and the minivan has, because it's one of the old ones from before enshittification took over, you can actually take the fucking middle seats out. So you do that, you pretty much got, like, a cargo van.
That's not bad.
Yeah, there's a reason that we bought that one and not one of the ones where you can't take the seats out. But my point is, like, my mom's fucking what is it, a Toyota Sienna from 2015? Yeah, the Toyota. Yeah, you take the middle seats out of that thing, and I can fit like a fucking queen size mattress in there.
Where the fuck my shit go?
What shit is that?
All my things.
Your stuff and your things?
My stuff and my things.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I imagine a whale head is even bigger than a cargo van. Yeah, you'd need a hell of a fucking tarp to transport a whale head home without staining the car.
Gigantic.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was like, what did he use to saw the fucking whole head off the whale?
I believe it's a fucking hacksaw.
Was he out there for like 7 hours just...
Oh, wait. Was it a chainsaw?
God damn it, now I have to find out. What did RFK use to not say?
I see now.
May you be blessed. Yeah, he did use a fucking chainsaw. My God.
Here we go. Yep, that sounds right.
That's so fucking depraved, dude.
As soon as you said, it's like, wait a minute. No, I know the shitty answer to that. It's a chainsaw.
Well, when I pictured it, I imagined him using like a handsaw.
I mean, it would be nice if he did, but it's a little more RFK to use a fucking chainsaw.
He just whips out a fucking lightsaber.
This is experimental, sonny.
He's like cauterizing the whale juice as he goes.
Oh my God, it turns out the whale was alive. It's terrible.
Well, if he had used the lightsaber, the juice wouldn't have run down because the lightsaber cauterizes anything it cuts. All right, kiddos, this is how our ancestors did it, so watch and learn. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. It's actually hard for me to do that. I have to vibrate my chest the whole fucking time. No wonder he sounds like he's out of breath all the time.
I mean, dude, it is a worm controlling a human being's body. And you're worried about the wrong fucking part of this.
Did you hear him at that hearing the other day where they left his mic on when he wasn't talking and you could just hear like...
I did not. Is that real?
Yeah, let me find it. Hang on.
You find that. I'm going to take 10 seconds to get my things, my stuff, and my keys.
All right. Here we go. My God, the fucking... Where's the video, you son of a bitch? Where's the fucking video? Okay, here it is. Speaking of making funny noises into the mic, I just did. I'll just wait for Nick to get back. I don't want to spoil anything. Sound up. Yeah. TikTokers know their audience. They know that people watch with like the sound on low, which is better than what some people do, which is just blast the fucking TikTok at full volume, even if they're in public. I think COVID is responsible for that. I think people got too used to never needing to use headphones. Oh, I just noticed something funny, but I want to wait till Nick is here to point it out. Disadvantage of streaming at night is that I yawn while I do it. The things I go through for you ungrateful degenerates.
Wow!
There he is.
Wow! I've returned.
Oh, I lost track of this conversation when I was talking about it, but yeah, the dude who was coughing at that party, like, I swear to God he was on cocaine. I've never seen an adult with so much energy.
Cocaine.
I mean, I'm not like judging him. He's a nice dude, but it's like, holy fucking Christ, dude. It's midnight. How do you have this much energy?
Why are you so anti-cocaine?
I'm not anti-cocaine. I'm anti it being out of place in the setting it was in.
Cocaine.
Similarly, one of the bridesmaids at both the rehearsal dinner and the wedding reception got like shit-faced fucking drunk. Like to the point that she was becoming obnoxious.
Are you talking about the wedding you were at?
Yeah, back in October.
Ooh, but I mean, who doesn't like a fun drunk bridesmaid? Isn't that everyone's favorite fucking thing?
She wasn't fun drunk. She was drunk. She was just drunk enough to be obnoxious.
No. See, like, a drunk bridesmaid's got to be, like, on the floor fucking throwing it back. Like, like really?
Well, she was at one point, but then she got drunker than that, and it got bad enough that the groom at the end of the night was like, hey, I'm sorry about her, man.
Oh, see, no. Someone's got to keep her right at the right point where she's just, like, getting down.
Yeah, she was not interested in staying at peak drunk.
You got to stay at peak drunk, dude. Like, keep the food interesting enough that you can keep the people, like, right where they need to be.
So I don't love Midas Touch because they're a bunch of fucking liberals, but theirs was the first one I found. Listen to what RFK sounds like.
Many that you've described in your testimony. In that context, in your testimony, you identified nutrition as a bedrock of health and one of the primary levers for treating and preventing.
All right, stop this. That hurts my ears. What are we doing?
He sounds like goddamn, like a dragon or something.
I really feel like that's disrespectful as fuck.
To dragons? Yeah, you're right.
Dragons ain't deserve shit for that.
Yeah, like he sounds like I don't know what he sounds like. He sounds like fucking Vader, like at the end of Return of the Jedi.
He sounds like he misplaced his pocket protector.
I don't get it.
Oh, what is that sound?
What sound?
There's like some weird. Is there some? Am I like on your side?
I don't hear anything now.
So weird.
At least they believe in liberalism. I'm more willing to accept that from a politician, but you're on the internet. There's no consequences to calling for cutting the heads off the fucking rich. I mean, like, what do you want here, man?
Actual consequences.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not going to give people credit for believing in their own stupid ideology. Anyway, yeah, RFK Jr. sounds like he's fucking dying, which, we can hope, right? Oh, shit. Oh, no, I lost Nick. I guess he's logging out. Yep, there he is. There you are.
Damn it.
What does it sound like?
Hold on. Oh, it's gone. Hooray.
Okay, good.
It was like every time I was fucking speaking, I'd hear this fucking, like, shadow demon-esque.
Oh, yeah, like interference or whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of RFK Jr., it's notable that he did not duck for cover when everyone else did.
I mean, you don't give a fuck. Damn it, dude.
Either he doesn't give a fuck or he got the memo about what was going to happen.
I don't know, man. I just feel like RFK Jr. sees this as like, it's a Kennedy's place to get shot at.
Yeah, it really is fucked up that the Kennedy curse killed everyone in that family except for the two people who most deserved it.
Man, the Kennedy curse didn't kill all of them.
No, but it killed a number of high-profile members.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just hesitant to be like, oh, the Kennedy curse, and not like this family actively sacrificed itself on the fucking stake to try to make a bunch of American leaders, but really only had the energy for one generation, and then when the big one from that one got fucking knocked, they petered out.
I think that God is punishing them for what Joe did to Rosemary. You know about that one, right?
Yeah, God don't give a fuck about what Joe did. God did that to Rosemary. What are you talking? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? God.
Never met a Kennedy who knew when to duck.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The only Kennedys who know when to duck are the dead Kennedys, and that's just because they named themselves for a reason.
And as we all thought when we were teenagers, it turns out they were right about everything all along.
In what sense?
You know, the whole, like, kill the poor versus kill the poor clean and fucking... You know what I mean.
What? Just, like, care about people and shit?
Yeah, exactly. Foreign fucking notion, right?
I think it's like... It don't make no money.
True.
Ain't
Sorry,
no
I'm reading fucking I'm reading the Wikipedia for this shooting last night because I don't know. Fuck off. I don't need you right now. So here's the question. Everyone, even more so compared to the others, everyone's saying this one is a false flag. Yeah, exactly. The ballroom false flag. Now, here's my question to you, my friend. Do you think that it is a false flag, or do you think it's just incompetence?
All right. There's multiple. Damn, I'm hearing this regardless. It sounds terrible.
I'm hearing it occasionally, but mostly not.
Jesus. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking mouse is trying to strangle my computer. But
yeah, we got to get you a better mic.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're not hearing it?
I'm hearing a bit of it, but I can still hear you over it.
Okay. Well, so like, did anyone die?
Apparently, one Secret Service guy got injured.
But like, no one who matters felt any effects.
No. And according to one thing I heard, as I was saying earlier, the shooter's gun didn't even fire.
Where was it?
In the lobby of the building.
What building?
What's it called? The Washington Hilton Hotel.
So this is not a building that I'm familiar with. This is a building that they have on lockdown.
Yeah.
This is a building that they have completely covered. How did the person even get there? The first question. Because like a pump shotgun, you can see that shit from a while away.
Yeah, unless it's that one Twitter was advertising the other day where it folds up into a backpack and it's just the school shooter gun.
Like, sure, but like, yeah, you never check the backpack near the fucking, like, I mean, if I got a bunch of politicians in a room meeting, I feel like I'll check the backpacks.
Yeah, true. The one time he attends the correspondent dinner, this happens. That is a good point. Could I get you the fuck out of my way, please? Thank you. Anyway, I wanted to show you this because look how this motherfucker runs. As soon as he actually comes in. Come on, you can do it.
Come on.
There he is. Look at that. He was zooming.
Do I have to say it?
What?
Larry, cue the Naruto music.
I'm pretty sure we'd get copyright struck if we did that.
By the way, we gotta find out what we can put on here for video. Oh, it's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, maybe it was just when we had the fucking sound thing shared.
Oh, that has to be exactly what it is. I feel so much better now. I felt like I was going insane.
So Wikipedia actually is saying that the shooter fired at least one shot.
Okay, bro, like, who is the fucker? Who is he?
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Hang on, I'm just reading about the details of what happened.
It's just laughable.
So Wolf Blitzer was actually standing only a couple feet away.
Okay.
He described the shooter as firing at least 6 times, but that could be inaccurate. One law enforcement officer was struck in a bullet-resistant vest, but is expected to recover. The gunman sustained a single knee injury from being tackled, and he was taken to the hospital for treatment.
I don't trust that.
Yeah, it does. It is convenient when they have to usher him off somewhere, isn't it? Here's a real question. Where the fuck was Charlie Kirk during all this? All he talks about is how much he loves the fucking president. Well, where was this asshole?
Carrying the flame?
Yeah. I thought of that because, as it mentions here, his wife was escorted away in tears. By the way, in tears being a very charitable term for what she was doing.
What was Erica Kirk doing this time?
Pretending to cry like she always does.
I mean, was
Let me
this
see if I can find it.
Like, just, I like to do a nice scale that I like to call the Erica Kirk feeling scale. It ranges from a 0 of upset, which we'll call my husband just got shot in the neck, to a 10, very angry, which we'll call some random black comedian made a skit about me on Twitter.
Also, when I opened Twitter to look for the video I'm looking for, I saw a tweet that says, shout out to @Wonton Sarah for this banger. Post-emergency sex hits different. I just know Kash Patel watched his girlfriend have the sex of her life last night.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you heard about that, right? He
don't-
left her behind, like, somewhere else in the building, and she was, like, holding some other dude's hand.
Well, yeah, you like, is that wild to you? Oh, she's cheating. She held a person's hand during a very like.
It's not the fact that she held his hand; it's the fact that he, like, knowingly left her behind during
His
such.
wife?
It's his girlfriend, but yeah.
There we go. Listen, the Lord did not hold me responsible yet. That's on you.
Erica Kirk can't cry because she has bad Botox. That's a distinct possibility.
Do you think he went, Kash Patel me outside? How about that? And then
Oh
just
my
ran.
God, I forgot about that lady.
Cash me outside. How about that? Cash me
That-
outside. How about
What
that?
was so fucking disgusting was that even though, and granted, I'm sure a lot of people only saw that little 3-second clip, but that whole segment opens with, like, she is a 13-year-old girl, and yet they were all perving on her.
while I am not defending any of the people doing that terrible action, I am going to say that this person leaned in, and then I believe Bad Barbie, as she's now known, had a countdown till her OnlyFans.
I was about to bring that up.
So
That's
like,
also fucking weird.
I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. You're right, but like, she did come from one of those Dr. Phil segments where it's Eric Carmen going, "I do it out wow."
Yeah, I'm not so much blaming her for the fact that a bunch of internet perverts were trying to fuck her, even though she was in like middle school. It's just,
I'm just saying. Okay, well, let's try to step into a woman's shoes for a minute. Perverted men are always trying to fuck you. These ones are just willing to give you money and not physically harm you.
oh, like I said, I'm not blaming her for it. I'm blaming them for their behavior. It's the same as like, because you see all the fucking, 18-year-old girls, whatever, on OnlyFans or Pornhub or whatever. It's like, all right, if you're attracted to her, like, just incidentally, that's one thing. If you're attracted to her specifically because she just turned 18, I am curious about the contents of your hard drive.
That's the thing. If you click porn videos and you happen to look at the tags and it's like teen, you can be like, huh, didn't know. But if you click that category and that's your starting line, my friend.
Though, to be fair, they do put the teen tag on shit it doesn't belong on.
Oh, I had this thought that I didn't tell you the other week, but I had this fucking thought that was actually porn related.
Oh no.
No, like this is kind of this is an interesting thought. I think all of us in our 20s who have had like the run of the range of internet porn for about the same time can attest to. There's been this thing in the last like, what's it, 6 years, with like Step Bro.
I mean, that was always there, but it's getting worse. Yeah,
it was. Well, everything was always there, but I'm talking about like it wasn't every fucking third thing.
I honestly suspect it's because people made so many Step Bro stuck in the washing machine memes that porn just decided to lean into it.
I think that's part of it, but I was thinking about something. Do you want to know what there's almost none of nowadays?
What?
There's none of that teacher porn.
I've never looked for a particular scenario, so I didn't notice, but I believe you.
I more just like think of things in terms of like how often I see them just out and about, not looking for anything. It's like I count the birds while I'm walking through the park, but if I'm looking for any birds, it changes the count.
Yeah.
But like I'm just saying, I wonder if there's something to be said about people enjoying the idea of a taboo fantasy, and because the internet gives us everything, we've just kept making the taboo worse and worse until now we're just like, yeah, fuck your family, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it's only going to be a matter of time till like it becomes mainstream for porn to have like MILF Gangbang Triple Homicide in the title.
I'm sorry, nah, dude, that sounds kind of hard. MILF Gangbang Triple Homicide would be like, I'd see that fucking show. I would fucking rage in that pit, dude. MILF Gangbang Triple Homicide. Ooh, yo, Alex, are you playing drums or are you playing bass for the show with fucking MILF Gangbang Triple Homicide?
Yeah, I just love seeing like, barely legal teen takes it up the butt, and then the video is of like 29-year-old Casey Calvert being labeled a barely legal teen.
Small person is thrown around.
Yeah, Casey Calvert isn't even particularly small either. She just aged well enough. I don't know.
I don't know people by names that well, so I don't know if I'm even thinking of the right person.
Well, she's famous enough that she has her own Wikipedia article, so I know her.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the tiny girl from the meme.
Oh, Piper Perry?
Oh, yeah, no.
Whom I also only know because of the meme?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was thinking of the fucking tiny girl from the meme. Like,
Yeah, that's different. I get why she gets categorized as teen despite her age, but like,
yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
oh no, the way it works in porn is that if you have like any visible wrinkles, they'd make you 18 in the title, and if you don't have any visible wrinkles, you're 18. If you have any visible
No.
wrinkles, you're MILF.
Oh,
Even if you're 24, but you have like one line under your face.
mind you, you can extend those years and change those numbers if you wear a ski mask, but you're usually in hardcore porn, I'm guessing.
The men wear ski masks in normal porn sometimes, which is really fucking weird to me, but all right.
You ain't ever seen a woman wear a ski mask?
Oh, I have. It's just not what I'm looking for. If I'm beating off to this lady, I want to like actually see her.
Nah, dude, I want to imagine I'm fucking the Call of Duty characters.
So she just doesn't exist below the armpits. She looks down and there's no feet there.
Well, no, listen, sometimes she looks down and it's a very complicated trick to make a snowmobile work.
Why do you want barely legal? Are you telling me the only thing stopping you from going lower is the law? Oh, dude, if the law wasn't a thing and you asked like the average heterosexual man what age a woman peaks at, half of them would say like 16.
See, but I think that's the exact. Oh, wait, ew.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking disgusting.
I mean, who are you asking that you think you're getting this answer from?
Like if you just did a blanket poll of like heterosexual men and the law wasn't a thing, I bet a lot of them would.
While I am on board that men are trash, I'm not gonna go that far and just normalize that kind of behavior.
Yeah, I hope it's not a large number, but I know that the number of men who, deep in their heart of hearts, would admit that if they could is larger than I'd like.
Like, okay, but then I would have to have like follow-up questions because men are also not historically not emotionally competent. Are they conflating this question with when was the time that you had an experience that was the
yeah, that's probably why a lot of them. I've also
I dead ass think that they're conflating these two things and they don't understand how their fucking feelings work.
I read a thing online once that I kind of agree with that said, because all the conservatives now have to be pro pedophilia.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to; they get to, I should say.
Yeah.
But someone was saying, like, I bet a huge part of the reason why they think, oh, him fucking a 16-year-old girl isn't a big deal is because when they hear 16-year-old girl, they picture the 25-year-olds playing the high schoolers on TV.
Ha!
But it does make, because she's like, it makes sense. Like, I was a teenager in the late 90s, and I was, like, constantly thinking, oh, I'm not that sexy. Oh, I don't look good. Because I was comparing myself to 25-year-old Sarah Michelle Gellar on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I mean, we all should be comparing ourselves to Sarah Michelle Gellar on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
True, but she's saying, like, of course I don't look as hot as her. She's 9 years older than me.
Yes, but I think there's something nice about having an ideal to strive towards.
Why do they want I'm assuming you meant to write young. Why do they want the feminine features so young? Don't they want them to be mature? Yeah, you would think so.
Well, see, here's the thing. They want the feminine features so young because these aren't their daughters. Therefore, any time that they do anything that you would view as morally corrupt or sexually active, we can say, well, look at them. They weren't raised by my guiding hand, and this is how they turned out.
Not to mention there's the whole thing incels do where, like, they simultaneously want their virginal trad wife, but they also want her to be cool with, like, taking it in the ass and getting her face pissed on and, like, all kinds of fucking insane shit.
How do I put this? I was 17 once, like, and like, it feels like these people don't understand that, like, listen, bro, I get it. There was a brief period of time when I was younger, and me and like some people were sexually active and some people weren't, and you're like, oh, it's kind of like a cool little thing, like I'm the first year, and like,
yeah.
bro, bro.
When you're 16, that's somewhat interesting.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand, and like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit to even admit that. Where I'm like, yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, but like, once you have reached 2 decades on this planet, my boy, I really need you to understand. Okay, 2 decades on this planet in modern American culture.
Yeah.
Everyone's probably fucking. We have movies about people who don't fuck. That's how much everyone be fucking.
Yeah.
So put away this fucking like I must find me a pure woman untouched by man ass bullshit, bro.
So you want a woman who doesn't know what she's doing?
They want.
I mean, I know that what they really want is a woman who doesn't have a point of comparison who to realize they suck at sex. I know that that's the real answer, but like,
insecurity's a bitch, and if only men would be a little accountable about that.
Yeah. Oh no, she's fucked other dudes before. Well, she's fucking you now, motherfucker.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't care if she fucked other dudes. I did have one ex who like told me some weird details once. Where I was like, you need to tell me all that. But that was more just like a weird conversation I had once.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to share too much about myself, but like, spoilers, I was once 15 years old. Okay.
Share too much about yourself. You don't share shit about yourself. What are you talking about?
So there was a time that I was 15, and I was like fucking sexually fantasizing about girls my own age because they were around me, and what am I going to do? But in my fantasies, these girls were always sexually confident.
They're just people.
Yeah, like I wasn't like jacking off. Oh yeah, she's fucking had 16 boyfriends. I wasn't jacking off to that, but I was jacking off to the idea that she knows what she's doing and is confident in her own sexuality. And that typically comes from experience. So, yeah, sorry. Sometimes bitches have had sex before. That's cool. Fine. Now she's fucking me. She could have fucked any of those other dudes, and she's fucking me instead, and I'm supposed to be dishonored?
I think once again, I understand where it comes from. If your sexual mindset is purely objectification, right?
Yeah, because you're a fucking man baby.
I mean, mind you, some of these are literal children we're describing. So,
well, yeah, I mean,
yeah. When you objectify something, if I was to buy a shirt, right, it would be different if I bought the shirt new versus used.
The thing about women is that
I know. Hold on.
I know.
Hold on now.
I know you're getting to something.
I don't look like a piece of shit.
I know you're getting to something.
I don't look like a piece of shit. Hold on now, please. You would come to a realization off this. Well, yeah, everything you said is theoretically true, but I don't want to apply that to a person. Now, at this point, you will realize objectification of human beings isn't good. It shouldn't be objectify up to a point and then not. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I mean, I never had a fucking older man sit down and chat with me about this shit. There isn't often any intergenerational knowledge or conversation. So what? We had to have each fucking generation of men learn themselves not to objectify women? I'm sorry, that's gonna take until each of them are fucking like a little too old to deal with the shit, and too much women will have to go through shit in the meantime of a learning process.
I just got flashbanged by a fucking childhood memory I haven't thought about in like 20 years.
What was it?
Record. So I think it was 5th grade health class, which I think was the first time they ever actually like told us about sex stuff. I mean, I knew it already thanks to my dad showing me Monty Python when I was way too young, but like, no, literally, like my parents never gave me the talk because I knew it already, because there's an extended sequence in Monty Python's The Meaning of Life where he gives extremely specific information on how sex works.
So for those of you who are unaware of this joke, I am not. What is also present is a couple fucking in the room
Yeah.
while this explanation happens.
Yeah,
'Cause he
the
wasn't gonna bring
teacher.
up that part of the bit. He was
No,
just
I
gonna let that
I wasn't going
lie
to bring that up, but like, yes, that is the
Yeah,
bit. Is that the
I know.
teacher during sex ed is fucking his wife in front of his students,
and
and
just explaining it.
yeah, and further made a joke by the fact that the students are falling asleep bored as if this were a normal lecture. Which is what makes the joke, really, if we're being honest. Anyway,
The whole joke is weak. The whole fucking joke is weak. It is not. It doesn't stand up great. Let's be real here.
so thanks to that bit, I knew about fucking how sex worked by age 8, let's say. So in 5th grade, we're doing fucking basic sex ed type
In
of shit.
5th grade, you're doing fucking.
No, fucking basic sex ed and shit.
You're doing fucking colon.
I'm from Massachusetts. I use fucking as an all right? Anyway, I just got flashbanged by the memory of one of the like fucking educational videos that she puts on.
Sure.
Has this like kid, and I guess he feels awkward about asking his dad these questions, so he asks his uncle. And like, all right, in the context, it's perfectly innocent, but I just got flashbanged by the memory of like kid asks his uncle, he goes, I got some questions, and the uncle immediately launches into like, yeah, kids your age might be making jokes about average penis size or making you feel insecure. And I was just like, why is that the first thing the uncle thought of when his nephew said he had questions? It was a perfectly innocent.
I feel like the real question I personally have, at least, is why was this the part that stuck out to you?
It didn't. I'd forgotten it for 20 years until I suddenly got flashbanged.
You flashbanged yourself, to be clear. You threw the flashbang and received the effect like in COD.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to me that the dude hears his little nephew go, I've had some questions, and his first thought is like dick size. Like, all right, cool, buddy. It turns out you were right in this instance.
I mean, dick size matters too.
Yeah, I mean, less so depending on how good you are at using it.
Here we fucking go with people. It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. Yeah, bro. Last time I checked, no one's fucking fighting a navy with a dinghy. Okay? Like, let's all be honest about this shit here.
To quote John Oliver, prison sentences are like penises. When you use them correctly, a short one is more than sufficient.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch this to you. I don't care how many times I've seen Peter Pan win that fight versus Captain Hook. If you ask me to select a weapon and I picked the Peter Pan sword, I'm a fucking jackass.
Hell, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean with this little...
I mean, to be fair, he's like 13 years old. That is about the size.
No, he's not. I don't fucking...
Physically, he's that young.
Bro.
I haven't seen Peter Pan since I was like 9, so remind me of everything about it.
Just to be clear here, it's just a knife from my fucking back pocket. I've been carrying shit like this every day since before I was fucking since I was approximately 13. And this shit is still bigger than Peter Pan's little ass stab.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it since I was 9, so maybe I'd watch it again and it would suddenly make sense. I don't know.
Did you ever see Hook?
No, actually. It's on my list because it's one of the few Spielberg movies I haven't seen.
It's one of the few Robin Williams movies I like.
Which is funny because Robin Williams is really fucking good. It's just that many of his movies weren't.
Maybe that's the case. Listen, his movies annoy me. His stand-up is personified coke.
True.
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't think this is acting. I feel like I'm just seeing cocaine do a bit sometimes, and sometimes I'm seeing white people do stupid movies. And yes, Dead Presidents Society, I'm looking right at fucking you.
You mean Dead Poets Society?
Guess what? It don't matter. It's garbage.
I will say that in Robin Williams' later stand-up, it's still funny. Don't get me wrong, but it's funny at a slower pace because he's not on coke anymore.
Like, Robin Williams' stand-up existed in the age where you can just joke about putting something in one audience member's drink and then just drinking the others.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different time.
It's just an age of crowd work. I actively don't even know if he could hold up now.
You want a Robin Williams movie that is legitimately a fucking masterpiece?
Is he good at it? Like an actor?
Yes.
Okay, because I want to see a movie where I see Robin Williams act, and I'm like, wow, you actually portrayed emotion and made me feel something.
This movie is perfect for that because Robin Williams gets to both be emotional and be silly. The Fisher King.
Oh, why have I heard this name before?
It's a very famous movie. It's a Terry Gilliam.
Is there like a meta reason I would have heard about this movie?
I've probably mentioned it to you before. Yeah, I've definitely told you about it on stream before. Jeff Bridges, radio DJ, gets attacked in the park. Robin Williams saves him. Odd friendship.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a great fucking movie because Robin Williams initially is doing like the Robin Williams genie bit as this character. But then as you spend more time with him, you realize there's like genuine, not only pathos, but like tragedy in his backstory.
Like, to this day, I wonder how well Aladdin would be received if it didn't have Robin Williams coked up doing fucking bits.
Well, we kind of know the answer because we got an Aladdin movie that didn't have Robin Williams coked up doing bits.
Yeah, but live action Disney remakes don't count because it's not anything new.
We also have other animated adaptations of Aladdin that are not as good.
From who?
Like from other studios, because it's a fucking ancient story. The Disney doesn't own the copyright to it.
Well, Aladdin is just a fake story about a hero from the book, and from a small part too.
Yeah, but that character in like mythology, let's say, has been around forever. So there have been other movies of him.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a cheapo animated one made like the year before the Disney one by some foreign studio with like 6 people working at it.
I mean, yeah, I'm a lot of early Disney shit's just like folk tales, fables.
Yeah, except with all the dark, fucked up shit taken out.
Well, yeah, because like Disney's like, I want to make stuff for people who like to think they're German but aren't German.
True. Anyway,
like,
we were talking about the fucking Trump shooting, but it's not very fucking interesting unless something funny happens.
I just don't even know what there is to say is the thing, because like no one fucking got shot.
Except for that one Secret Service guy.
I don't care. I
Well,
do not care.
There is some funny shit. So this is the manifesto, the alleged manifesto from the alleged gunman.
All right,
so-
I'll do the voice. Actually,
Okay.
no, I will not because it's doing the thing.
Okay. So I'll do it then. Hello, everybody. So I may have given a lot of people a surprise today. Let me start off by apologizing to everyone whose trust I abused. I apologize to my parents for saying I had an interview without specifying it was for Most Wanted.
Oh,
I apologize to my colleagues and students for saying I had a personal emergency. By the time anyone reads this, I probably most certainly do need to go to the ER, but can hardly call that not a self-inflicted status.
true.
He was partially right. I apologize to all the people I traveled next to all the workers who handled my luggage, and all the other non-targeted people at the hotel who I put in danger. It's whom, motherfucker, whom. Who I put in danger simply by being near. I apologize to everyone who's abused and or murdered before this, to all those who suffered before I was able to attempt this, to all who may still suffer after, regardless of my success or failure. I don't expect forgiveness, but if I could have seen any other way to get this close, I would have taken it. Again, my sincere apologies. On to why I did any of this.
All right.
I am a citizen of the USA. What my representatives do reflects on me, and I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands in with his crimes. Well, to be completely honest, I was no longer willing a long time ago, but this is the first real opportunity I've had to do something about it. There's only 2 pages. While discussing this, I'll also go over my expected rules of engagement, probably in a terrible format, but I'm not military, so too bad. Now, this is the part that makes me think that this is bullshit. Administration officials, not including Mr. Patel, they are targets prioritized from highest ranking to lowest. Secret Service, they are targets only if necessary and to be incapacitated non-lethally if possible. AKA, I hope they're wearing body armor because center mass with shotguns messes up people who aren't. He forgot the second parentheses. Hotel security, not targets if at all possible, AKA unless they shoot at me. Capitol Police, same. National Guard, same. Hotel employees, not targets at all. Guests, not targets at all. In order to minimize casualties, I'll also be using buckshot rather than slugs, less penetration through walls. I would still go through most everyone here to get to the targets if it were absolutely necessary on the basis that most people chose to attend a speech by a pedophile, rapist, and traitor and are thus complicit, but I really hope it doesn't come to that. I think, Alex, I think you're right that they're trying so hard to fire this guy. Also, horny joke aside, I'm assuming you know what buckshot is. I'm just going to take for granted that you're smart enough to know what buckshot is.
Well, that's not a smart thing. That's just an information thing.
Well, true, but I know this fucking guy, so.
Buckshot versus birdshot.
I'm assuming he meant buckshots as in, like, backshots? Like,
oh.
That's my guess.
Backshots? Who said backshots? Alex, backshots?
So, here's my question for you. Do you think Kash Patel wrote this himself?
More likely than not. Did you know something I find really interesting?
What?
No, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know many people who are upset with the current political climate who would refer to that group as the administration. That's kind of like a bootlicker term.
Well, what would you think they'd call them?
I mean, you mean like members of his cabinet or whatever? I mean, I don't know. It just seems weird to use the word administration.
I don't know, like, because I don't really like doing the whole fucking silly nicknames for my political enemies thing. So, like, I don't tend to call Trump Orange Hitler or whatever. I tend to just call him Trump. So it could just be, like, I mean, I say the Trump administration all the time.
I suppose.
The liquor cabinet, true. We'll get to that later, don't worry. So,
Alex, you misspelled the second word.
Liquor? Oh, right.
I was just gonna let it hang. Like you all get it.
Most people call them Trump and his cronies who don't like them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like some shit like that. Some shit like that.
Well,
it's
so
weird to me. That's all.
My first instinct when I read this earlier was, oh, ChatGPT wrote this. But it has several grammar and spelling errors, so maybe ChatGPT still wrote it, but they like put mistakes in on purpose to make it look less fake, like the classic student thing. I'd really, really like to know why it is that he excluded Kash Patel from the whole legitimate targets thing.
Wait, real talk. Whoever did this, what do they look like?
We actually have that right here.
Fuck. It's because Kash is brown.
Oh, God, it might be.
It's because Kash is brown. No, that's
hang
why I
on.
was like...
That's assuming that this is even the real guy.
Yeah, fair. It's just when you said that without seeing the picture, I was like, there's one possibility. If he looks like what I think he looks like, he might be saying this for a reason.
Oh, here's the picture Trump posted of him on the ground after his arrest. I don't know what happened to his fucking shirt.
Ripped.
Yeah, maybe they were like quickly searching him or something. I don't know. That's not impossible.
Dude. They fucking stripped his ass because like he could have a bomb or some shit. Who knows?
Because they want them to think Cash was in no danger and therefore they can fire him with no repercussions. That is a distinct possibility.
Wait,
yeah, it's very. I don't really need to keep this open. Oh, this is notable. This clip of Carolyn Levitt.
Everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it.
It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight on the road. So everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great.
Did you hear the awkwardness of the news guy's laugh?
I mean, I'm kind of stuck with an awkward. Like, I could see either way because half the language they use is very violent.
True.
So, like, anytime violence happens, it's like you can just quote any of the random stupid shit someone said that day.
It's just funny because, like, well, not only that she said shots fired, but he laughed in that, haha, shut the fuck up. We're not supposed to say that part out loud, bitch. Tone.
You can't say that. You can't do that later.
This one does not need any audio, but it's Pete Hegseth. This is why I named myself this. Look what he's doing with his fucking jaw.
Oh, he's got a fucking Zin, dude.
Best case scenario, he's got a Zin.
He's got a fucking Zin.
What I suspect is that he is on coke. Or it could be both.
Why would that mean he's on coke? I don't actually understand that.
That's something cokeheads do with their excess energy. They tend to like work their jaw a ton, like chewing something or chewing nothing if they have nothing to chew.
Man, I'd be putting that extra energy into stroking it.
I mean, I'm sure he does that quite often too, but even Pete Hegseth has not decayed to the point that he's jacketed in public. That will come, but it hasn't happened yet.
I'm going to jacket where the sun will always shine.
Jacking it naked in San Diego.
That's the truth.
Tell the folks I'm jacking it in San Diego.
Bump, 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 jacking it, jacking it, jacking it.
Jackety jack. Smackety, 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 smack.
I hate that.
Thwackety, 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 thwack.
Jacket for the Lord.
Oh, here's another good one. RFK Jr. left his fucking wife behind.
I wish I could whistle.
I do too. Yeah, look at this. See, he leaves his fucking wife.
Okay, can I just point out, no, because even the poster knows the correct way to phrase this.
True, the brain worm forgot.
RFK Jr. is not a sentient being. He is a body through which a worm controls.
Also, here we have Stephen Miller using his pregnant wife as a shield, and not in this image, but in another one, grabbing her titty while doing it.
Wait, what?
Right here. See, walking through.
Yeah.
Stephen Miller, like, cowering behind his fucking wife.
I thought he was trying to cover her stomach because she's pregnant or something.
Maybe by now he is. Here, let me find the other one. Stephen Miller, wife, shooting. Because there's a really fucking... Yeah, here it is. Can I get a better image of it, please?
Can I kick
Fuck
it?
you. That is not what I said.
Can I kick it?
Yeah, here we go.
Can I kick it?
Yeah, he's like holding her up like a shield.
See, I thought he was trying to like hold his hand out to protect her or something, or like steady her.
I would believe that if it wasn't Stephen Miller.
I just want to believe it because I see a pregnant woman.
Yeah, but it's Stephen Miller's wife, and Stephen Miller openly hates. Well, he hates everything. So his wife does look like him in a wig, kinda. Also, he's grabbing her fucking titty.
I mean, he's like bald and abstract looking. I feel like any white woman he was with would look like him in a wig.
That is really true. Also, I forgot he was married and had children, but he does somehow.
Like Al Bundy?
Well, Al Bundy deserved a family way more than Stephen fucking Miller does.
I'm just saying.
He is just as bad. Yeah, she has her own little right-wing grift career.
Dude, okay. Women on the right are inherently bad. You are choosing to side with your oppressor to oppress others.
Yeah. And yet they also look miserable all the time, which is funny to me. Calling it an admin of wife guys is insulting to wife guys, because wife guys, as obnoxious as they can be, actually do love their wives, and none
I'm
of these
so
people
confused.
do.
I don't understand any of that interaction.
What?
What the fuck is a wife guy?
That's like a semi-derisive term for like a dude who loves his wife to the point that it's annoying.
A man in a happy marriage?
I know. Why I'm like, wait, what? Because like I said, wife guys can occasionally be annoying because like everything is about their wife, whether she's relevant to the situation or not. But still, I would rather have a million slightly annoying wife guys compared to this fucking demon who hates everyone and everything and would happily slit his wife's throat and fuck the hole if it advanced his career.
That was a little graphic.
I'm right though. It's Stephen fucking Miller. Like if Stephen Miller could add an extra 0 to his bank account by like decapitating his wife in front of their children, he would do it without a second thought. And she would to him because she hates his fucking ass just as much.
How much is her net worth?
Let's find out. I'd imagine monstrously high. Bull fucking shit AI overview. There is no way his net worth is only $1 to $2 million. Fuck you. Fuck you. That is bullshit.
Yeah, no, look. Trying to go up his fucking salary. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, sure, maybe his only his officially reported income would lead to that net worth, but no, these people are all getting like trillions of fucking dollars funneled directly into their accounts from Russian oil billionaires and Jeffrey Epsteinites.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But I repeat myself.
Fucking respect on Israel's name, bro.
Well, I did say Jeffrey Epsteinites, didn't I?
Yeah, but like...
I thought it was implied.
Yeah, find out. I don't think implications about Israel have worked for the past 70 years.
True.
If the continued success of Israel is anything to be said.
On a semi-related note, did you play High on Life, the video game?
Yeah, dude, I fucking 100%ed that hoe.
Have you played the second one yet?
I did not. My computer is gone.
So I finally, because I pre-ordered the physical version from Limited Run back in like August, and it finally showed up. So I started playing it yesterday.
Folks, remember, if you support our Patreon, we will both put Larry inside of a panda suit, release him in the wilderness, and see what happens. And I might be able to play Higher on Life too when I get a new computer.
That is true. Anyway, there's a joke at the near the beginning where you're like hunting down people who traffic humans on the black market to use as drugs for the aliens.
Nice.
And one of them, if you just stand there without killing him and let him talk, as they often do in these games, he'll launch into a thing like, hey, look, man, don't compare me to Jeffrey Epstein or anything, all right? I'm using the humans as drugs. I'm not doing sex stuff with the humans.
High on Life is great because that game really demands you just fucking do drugs in between every event in the game. Like, just pause. Maybe get shot. See what happens.
Wait, what do you mean? That's how I play every video game.
Fair enough.
Oh, and here's Erica. What?
There is one exception to that rule.
What's that?
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, as you were saying,
as we were discussing earlier, here's Erica Kirk pretending to cry.
excuse me. Yo, why does Erica Kirk cry like an absolute trash drag queen?
Because she is an absolute trash drag queen. That's insulting to drag queens. I take that back.
That's what I'm like. The way she's doing this though, it's straight out the fucking RuPaul school. Like, if I really scrunch up my face, it makes it look like it's upset.
Yeah, well, she has bad Botox, as that Twitter person earlier was saying. Like, I can't wait till she marries JD Vance. How long do you think till that happens? Every time we put on a video, it sounds garbled and distorted. It must be because my dock got messed up. I'll fix it after the stream.
Okay, that is what it is. Because I'm like, yeah, like every time a video goes on, I can't hear shit either.
Yeah, it's what happens when you daisy chain a bunch of devices through one dock.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll try to dock better next time.
Docking is very hazardous, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
My God, Eric, I'm just watching this clip over and over again. Like, it's so transparent.
How do I fucking put this?
Also, I don't think I have it prepped, but there was so after this, they do the press briefing, of course.
Sure.
Mark Wayne, and they're all wearing black tie, as in like tuxedos. Sure. And then Mark Wayne Mullen is standing there in a normal suit with an actual black tie.
Wait, I'm confused.
I think Mark Wayne Mullen doesn't know what black tie means.
In my experience, it normally means you wear an actual black tie. What are you saying?
Well, it does, but like typically it implies you wear like a tuxedo, right?
No.
Does it not?
No. I think tuxedo kind of it depends. Like I wear a tux when I go to Freemason shit. I wear a tux fucking at your own wedding.
I'd hope so.
When you're master of ceremonies, I feel like a tuxedo, someone's looking at you for some reason. You're like in like a special little place.
Well, Mark Wayne Mullen is one of those people who should probably be wearing a tuxedo then, given his status.
He also might be one of those people who doesn't own a tuxedo.
Skill issue. Fucking, you're rich. You can rent one for $100. Fuck you.
Yeah, he also might be one of those people who doesn't know what a tuxedo is.
Why do you guys think they're so low effort these days with the veil of legitimacy? Because they know they don't have to. They have an entire side of the U.S. ideologically captured, hanging on their every word, who will fucking to quote Jesse Wells, they would kill and eat their own if the TV told them so.
I don't know, man. I think it's deeper than that.
It might be. Let's hear what you have to say while I drink this delicious H2O.
This delicious beverage. I find that it has to be to normalize it.
That too?
I mean, I don't know. As much as I try to care as much as I can about things, I just can't hear about a school shooting and care like I used to, obviously.
Yeah, eventually you're just like, yep, another one, woohoo.
It goes by. And I think that when you have a low veil of legitimacy, you can kind of just make it so more and more, I'm like, we're all just hearing this shit. We go, yep. And then we don't really care when the walls close around us if it feels like that's always the case.
Shaka when the fucking walls fell, dude. Shaka when the fucking walls fell.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Alex, take your fucking shot. We mentioned Star Trek.
Oh, what? Is that a thing?
It was one time. I don't know if he does it every time.
Take a shot when we mentioned... Wait, every time?
No, I don't think so. I think probably like first one of the show, maybe.
Okay. Because, like, we'd kill him.
No, you wouldn't kill Alex. He's got Russian DNA. He'll be fine.
Ooh.
Do you think it's just because they're trying to create a record for history, but everyone at the time will have known it's all bullshit, but there's nothing we can do about it? That's also possible. They can't be bothered to try and make it seem like the people involved are really respectable experts in their fields making tough decisions for the good of the people. Well, that's because, not solely, let's say, but that's because unlike normal scenarios, they don't appeal to their base by appearing competent and like they're trying to help. They appeal to their base by being sadistic assholes.
But they do have to know that they have to appeal competent at some point.
They used to know that, like, even in the first Trump administration, the people around him knew how to cloak their bullshit in veneer of euphemism and all that. Now they don't. Yeah, it's vice signaling. The news, however, still pretends that they're legitimate.
I think it's like, I don't know, like any boomer I talk to is like, our country's never been like this. This is terrible. So,
Really? Never?
well, that's kind of what I mean. I think like maybe there's something to the way it's promoted to kind of, I don't know.
There is something to be said for the relative success of the socially liberal political project, because now even right-wingers have to do the liberal fascism thing where they pretend, like, when they fucking scream and rave like banshees about immigrants, they still have to somewhat pretend they're only talking about illegal immigrants.
I don't know, man. They're still like they're really close to just being like brown people.
Increasingly so, yeah, but like when they go on for a minute or two, even to this day, Trump still has to do the like, and we'll welcome them in when they go through the proper channels.
Ugh. I'm just really tired of hearing that, because that's like, one, how far back do you go? Is there a line? I did kind of put this flag out there, hoping that one dickhead from our debate would have stepped on it, but he got too interested in something else. But like,
Yeah, he got too interested in talking about the Jews or whatever.
do we kick his white ass back to fucking Germany or wherever the fuck?
Yeah,
No, like literally, where is the line? Like, I am so fucking serious.
if I remember correctly, the first like significant restrictions on immigration, other than the Chinese Exclusionary Act and stuff like that, I think it was 1924, roughly. Was when, well, it wasn't to target anyone in particular, at least not officially. But I think 1924 was the first time that there became more to immigrating than getting on the boat, showing up, and getting checked for diseases.
Borders are
Yeah.
convenient ideas, but they don't really exist like that. Excuse me.
Yeah, my great grandfather, I believe 1924 was when he came here, because they got word like, hey, the U.S. is going to be changing its immigration laws next year. If you want in, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good time to get in.
Well, I can't believe that during your guys' debate, the guy said he would prefer an atheist capitalist society over a Christian socialist one. In that guy's defense, he never pretended to be Christian.
Wait,
Like, I will say he was openly an atheist before that subject came up. So, like, all right, at least he's mildly consistent on that front.
that was based of True, not the other dickhead, right?
It was both of them, actually. They both were, like, openly atheistic, or at least agnostic. Which people think that's not the same thing, but it is. Well, not the same thing. People think that agnostic means I don't know. It doesn't actually mean that. What it means is you accept that the theory can't be proven one way or the other. So, like...
So, okay, I know I always come back to this spot, but what I specifically think about from South Park, the agnostic foster home.
Oh, the fucking... Yeah,
example.
you can't choose between Coke and Pepsi. You have
Is
to
there
drink
a
cola.
God? Yes! Just ram one. Is there a God? No, you can't say that. Maybe there is a God. You can't know. You can't be certain. And you just keep spraying them.
Didn't they say you guys were lacking morality because of your non-belief? I didn't remember them saying that, but it's not impossible. But yeah, like...
Well, no, he asked you, where is the basis for your morality, if not from a system of belief.
Oh yeah, and yet he is also an atheist. So he's doing the fucking like the Sargon of Akkad culturally Christian thing. Jesus is the God I don't believe in. Yeah, that was mildly funny the first time I heard it when I was 12, and it's gotten more irritating the more people actually believe it.
I don't know, dog. While I kind of agree with you, at the same time, Christianity is a kind of religion where, like, if my beliefs lined up atheist, right, I would totally just fucking claim Christianity, because what the fuck you gonna do? Like, it's not gonna fuck my life up. I'm gonna be dead. But I can just Hail Mary myself into your heaven, and you'll hate me, but I'll do it.
Yeah, it is really funny, like, that according to Christian belief, you can have, like, a death, especially more religious sects of it, you can just have a deathbed conversion and go to heaven.
Yeah,
Like,
just Hail Mary yourself into heaven is totally a real thing. Well, yeah, dude, priest once told me Hitler's in heaven. Like, ugh.
well, hey, at least I admire the consistency there, I guess.
Well, he was like, as long as he was truthful in his heart was his little cop out, and like I was like, I'm pretty sure he's true about not going to hell, my boy. Your entire argument is not as well supported as you think it is.
I don't know if you remember this, because I don't know how much you pay attention to the comings and goings of the Pope, but I think it was last year or maybe 24. It was somewhat shortly before Francis died. He said in some interview or whatever that he prefers, or at least hopes, that hell is empty. Like, he prefers to believe that hell is empty. It's like, that's nice.
Yo, Pope Francis pisses me off to the ends of the fucking earth.
Why would he do?
Well, just because I have to have a bunch of people telling me how, oh, he was a different Pope. No, you don't understand. He was New Age. He was modern. He didn't even use the Pope car. You know, he rejected the wealth. He didn't even use the Pope car. And I'm like, all right, so did he sell the Pope car? And they're like, well, no. And I'm like, wait, so
I'm pretty sure he did use the Pope car too.
well, there was like some shit he wouldn't use, and like he like didn't use the papal or residence, and I was like, oh, so they sold it.
What is notable is that he, barring like ceremonial events, he declined to wear most of the jewelry.
I don't. Once again, did you sell it?
Well, he wore it for like, again, for ceremonial.
Well, no, but my whole point is you are not doing anything by choosing to not use your shit while keeping it your shit. It's still
don't worry. You do not have to talk me into shitting on the Pope. I agree with you.
I just in particular really hate how I've heard so many people want to be like, oh, well, you know, he actually cares about like this modern random issue. He said something about same-sex marriage. And I'm like, yeah, he also let that lady from the DMV come and visit his ass, dude. Like, he is a bitch.
She's not even. Wait, you meaning Kim Davis?
Yeah,
the walrus lady. She's not even fucking Catholic, is she?
If it's the lady who like wouldn't do shit at the DMV for gay people.
Yeah, this lady.
Yeah, there's something about her in the Pope.
Yeah, the walrus lady. Is she? I'm pretty sure she's not even fucking Catholic.
Hold on, now I just gotta like let me use my phone so the audio.
No, I'm not saying she didn't meet with him. I'm saying, what the fuck does she care about meeting with him?
No, fair. I'm just kind of like, huh?
Can I please get a source that is not the fucking AI?
No.
Well, it does have a source, to be fair.
In fucking September 15.
Yeah, he just had like a short private meeting with her. I mean, to be fair, the Pope will kind of have a short private meeting with anybody. That doesn't mean he endorses anything she does, but
I mean, the Pope will have a short to long meeting with the Nazis and not officially endorse anything they do. And
well, I mean, I was going to bring that up, but no, I mean, like, to be fair, if a fucking death row inmate wanted to meet the Pope and it was somehow made feasible, I'm sure the Pope would meet with him, you know?
I don't know, man.
Like that's kind of what the Pope does. Is he's supposed to see the goodness in you all or whatever.
So you're telling me if I make right now an official declaration that I would like to meet with you, Chicago Pope Leo, that you're telling me greatness, Chicago Pope Leo is gonna find a way to bless my tiny ass?
I think that if you took a plane trip to the Vatican and somehow attended an event he was at, that he would. Yeah.
Well, first of all, he came to the U.S. and fucking met with her actually, but I was wrong. But like, yeah, all right, fine, Pope Leo, I'll come visit you.
Hang on, I thought this said that she went to him.
Wait, is that what happened?
Because that's usually what happens when.
That's usually what happens. Give it about.
No. Okay, hang on.
Hang it on.
I think what it was that he was on a trip and his ambassador to the U.S. allowed a bunch of people and she was one of the people. Okay.
So he was on a trip to the U.S., but she got a private meeting.
Well, no, it wasn't like private. She was one of several dozen people who got short private meetings with him, I guess.
So it was private, just a bunch.
Yeah, but I'm saying it wasn't just for her. They had like 24 people, and she just happened to be one of them, and they each got 5 minutes with him.
Oh, okay, true.
Yeah, and also given that he was not American and that it was a recent event at the time, he might have legitimately had no idea who she was.
I still want to meet and hang out with the Chicago Pope.
My friend, one of my friends who's in this chat sometimes, is only 2 degrees of separation away from him.
No, okay, so can we try to get Chicago Pope to baptize marijuana?
You might be able to talk him into it.
Can we do it for O-Block, Chicago Pope?
Probably.
Can we do it for the Winds? Can we do it for the honor of that one cow who probably started that fire? Chicago Pope.
But yeah, one of my friends has an uncle or whatever who I guess lived in Chicago for a while. And yeah, the now Pope used to occasionally sleep in his basement when he was traveling through town or whatever.
Chicago Pope was in the basement.
I guess the uncle wasn't in Chicago, but now Pope Leo, when he visited that guy, would sleep on that guy's couch rather than go to a motel or whatever.
Open up the Chicago Pope Museum.
I'm sure it'll happen. Probably when he's dead, but I'm sure it'll happen one day.
I do not like the concept of the papacy at all, but I'm so here for Chicago Pope.
It's so funny that we have an American Pope and he still turned out to be another wope.
Do you mean he's white?
Woke Pope. Wope.
Oh. I thought Wope was white Pope.
Yeah, he actually is the truest American because, like the truest American, he has one brother who's normal and another who moved to Florida and became MAGA and they don't talk to anymore.
Wait, well, where's the surprise?
There is none. That's what I'm saying. He is the truest American.
It's just, this is America, fucking Chicago Pope. I love Chicago Pope, man.
I'm very pleased that I have relatively few conservative, not ancestors, relatives.
I got a couple.
Yeah, I mean, well, when I say conservative, I also mean relatively speaking. None of them are fucking MAGA hat purchasers, you know.
I mean, I got a cousin who I know he had one of the first ones. I don't know if he had the second round. He also was an admitted libertarian. He's the reason for my famous fucking quote that Larry loves. Yeah, he that story was how that quote came about. I've never met a libertarian who I couldn't beat his ass, bro. Never met a single one.
I knew it. I fucking knew it!
What?
Kim Davis is not a fucking Catholic. She is an apostolic Pentecostal.
I mean, yeah, but like, what's your point?
My point is that she doesn't even fucking believe in the Pope. Why was she interested in meeting his ass?
I do not actually think many people know why people believe in the Pope as much as they're like Christians, the Pope.
Wait, which is fucking hysterical, by the way. Did you hear about J.D. Vance's new book?
Is it about the Pope? No, I haven't.
No, it's about his converting to Catholicism.
Pikachu.
Nice. And the cover of his book about converting to Catholicism is a stock photo from like Getty or whatever of a Methodist church.
Ooh.
Also, he's like really openly not an actual fucking Catholic because all he does is shit talk the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope do be like that.
Yeah, it's my grandma, who actually is Catholic, fucking despises these people because they all pretend to be her religion and then just go, nah, fuck you. Oh yeah, he also did kill the last Pope.
Who killed the last Pope?
J.D. Vance.
He killed the Argentinian Pope?
Yeah. You guys see Russell Brand on the Piers Morgan show and he couldn't find his favorite Bible passage? I've scrolled past that video like 15 times and not watched it because I hate Russell Brand's voice.
I just keep hearing about it, and I gotta actually question, why is Russell Brand relevant?
He's not. What happened was
Is he still married to Katy Perry? Is that a thing that exists?
No, they got divorced after like a year.
I don't fucking know, dude.
So Russell Brand had the image of like a Hollywood nice guy, reformed degenerate for, let's say, 7 to 10 years. He had that image.
I remember Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah, exactly. The brief period he was in the first 2 Despicable Me movies, man. Like,
well, listen, no Despicable Me matters until Despicable Me 3, when Trey Parker does a song with Pharrell.
She was too old for him. Yeah, that's true. So he married Katy Perry, and they got divorced like a year or 2 later. She's with Justin Trudeau now for some reason.
Wait, Katy Perry's with the Prime Minister of Canada?
The former Prime Minister. He's not anymore, but
sure, but actually the same guy though.
Yeah. They went to Coachella together the other day. It was all over Instagram.
So can I just throw out here? I'm like 90% sure where that came from.
Where?
Because you want to know who was a big pop star at the same time that Katy Perry was a big pop star?
Who?
Rihanna, the U.S. ambassador to the fucking Barbados.
What does that have to do with Trudeau?
I feel like Katy Perry was like, oh, you got political, Rihanna? Well, watch this. I'm going to date a former prime minister.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. They never convert to Christianity before the rape allegations come out. True. Yeah, so Russell Brand, his career kind of fizzles out because, let's be real, he wasn't that great. He's all right, but and then during Me Too, around the time of Me Too, a bunch of rape and pedophilia shit comes out about Russell Brand, kind of quietly at first and then more publicly, because he ran out of money. He realized how easy it was to grift to gullible idiots on YouTube, so he started doing that for a while. And then more, now that he's got a little bit of prominence from doing that, a fuck ton of rape and pedophilia allegations came out about him. So then he did the classic convert to Christianity grift. Like, he had a fucking Bible in his hand going into court for one of the hearings about his bad behavior and shit. It was...
But he can't quote it?
Apparently, Piers Morgan asked him what his favorite passage was, and he just could not fucking think of one. Which is funny. Just say John 3:16 or whatever. Like, just pick one that everyone knows and say that one.
Good. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for your stick and thy rod comfort me. I think I got that out enough.
Yeah, which by the way, I do laugh quite a bit when I hear Christians say, "Thy rod and thy staff they comfort me."
You're fucking 7. You're 7 years old for that.
He had a Bible in front of him too. He failed the open book test. Yeah, he really did. Do you remember the time Trump? They asked him. Oh yeah, he is also always wearing a gigantic fucking cross that's like this big.
Do you mean like some bling, or you mean like?
It's usually more like a wooden kind of handmade tribal looking one, but yeah. But like yeah, it's like this fucking big.
Game changed.
That's
absolutely terrible.
So do you remember back during his first term, they asked Trump about his favorite Bible thing, and he was like, "I love all of them." And but somewhere in there, I guess when he
So hard
needed
to pick my favorite verse.
So I don't remember if it was the same interview or a different one, but he outed himself as being completely not a Christian because he referred to 2 Corinthians, as it is always pronounced, as 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians.
Yeah, and like
2 Corinthians.
Colbert, of course, famously Catholic, was talking about that. And whoever he was interviewing was like, "Has anyone ever called it that before?" And he's like, "No, it's called 2 Corinthians. That's the only thing it is ever called."
Hear me out. I don't know if that makes him a fake Christian as much as I know a lot of people who consider themselves to be Christians who have never opened the Bible.
Oh yeah, true. But Trump is like openly a fucking fake Christian. Like he openly pretty much admits he doesn't believe in God.
2 Corinthians.
It's like I'm sure you know this, but back when he was a businessman, it was like an open secret in the New York business world that he routinely impregnated his mistresses and pressured them into getting abortions.
Oh, man. That's the American way. You know, isn't it so weird how, like, back in the day, if you were a rich businessman and, like, you, like, got a random woman pregnant, you'd be like, "Oh, no one can know about this. You got to get an abortion, and we got to go be quiet."
Yeah, like in Batwoman, like I was telling you.
This woman, or if you're a rich businessman and you knock up one of your assistants, you're like, "Oh, no. Now I have to find a new woman to carry my next child. Please take this stipend. Go join the 36 in the corner over there. They will set you up with a house, and I'll talk to you later."
Turns out it was smart of him to say all and pretend he read it rather than say you have a specific quote in mind and not be able. Oh, so he said he had a quote and he just couldn't fucking find it? That's even funnier.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that's even fucking funnier.
So, like, what? Who is he talking to?
Pierce Morgan.
What does he do?
Pierce Morgan?
Yeah.
Well, he'd describe himself as a journalist, which is kind. I would say that he's a fucking talking head.
Okay. So, like,
he used to be on American shows, but he sucked so bad they kicked him back to England, and now he does British shit again.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, he's relevant?
Not really. He's got just enough relevance that you see clips of him on Twitter from time to time.
Okay.
Though,
So,
well,
like, does he have a standard religious, like, feeling or another? Or is he like one of those super atheist guys?
he's probably like nominally Christian.
I feel like Brits, it's so hard to tell because you got like Ricky Gervais's.
Yeah, well, you got like the Church of England in fucking, which literally exists because Henry VIII wanted to get divorced and the Pope wouldn't let him. But okay, that's a whole separate thing.
I think about this so hard. That is great. No, I love that. I love everything about the Church of England. I want you to imagine that, like, you tried to do a thing, and like you asked permission, and they're like, "No," and you're like, "That's cool. I'll make my own." And they go, "What?" And you're like, "No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll make my
He
own."
does the Tucker Carlson thing where he interviews people but tries to get gotcha clips but believes in nothing good personally. Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
The one thing I'll say,
Hypothetically speaking, like,
the one thing I will say about Pierce Morgan is that because he is like a kind of conservative from a bygone era, very intentionally, that's his style.
True.
He does very occasionally accidentally stumble onto the correct take on an issue.
Like what?
Well, not the correct take on an issue. What I mean is, like, because he has very intentionally styled himself as an older fashioned, like, I don't want to say stick in the mud conservative, but yeah, stick in the mud conservative, like guy who believes in the civility and protocol of it all. When Trump does something particularly egregious, if it's bad enough, Piers Morgan will be against it.
So this guy's like a big John McCain fan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, British, so like slightly different, but yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he is better on Palestine than most, because no matter how conservative you are, he still has human beliefs somewhere deep down. And when you show him a video of a 7-year-old being dismembered, he's going to be like, "Oh yeah, let's not fund that, please."
7-year-olds should not be dismembered, Larry.
Yeah, it is generally bad.
What's it not bad?
Like if they're fucking zombies or whatever, I don't know. I mean, like Rick in the first episode of Walking Dead had to kill the little zombie girl. I mean,
yeah, but no, you don't understand. She deserved it. She was a Raiders fan.
True. Now, I've never wanted to actually hurt a child, but I have been tempted to kick a child down the stairs before.
I mean,
They were carpeted stairs.
well, when we say I've never been compelled to hurt a child, I'm gonna go out here and say, loud children in public offend my sensibilities.
Oh, me too, but I don't want them to get disemboweled. I want them to run until they hit their head on something and cry. I'm personally an advocate for obviously everything within reason, and do not take what I'm about to say to extremes. Sometimes kid just gotta get a little booty slap. I definitely agree when it's another kid throwing out the beatdown.
I actually think children need to understand that there are powers beyond their consequences. I feel like the everything from school shooters to mass killers to Karens, it often comes from a bunch of little privileged children who were never told no, thinking that the world works like this, and they never just had to be sad and upset because they were hurt by something and not have the power to go and fix it.
That is true. I mean, I generally have like an issue with adults physically disciplining children, but if we're on the playground and another 9-year-old is beating up the 9-year-old for being an asshole, that's like, well,
I'm super fair game for. When it comes to adults on children, I'm not saying fucking take your belt. I'm not saying hit the kid in the face, but like, there's something to be said about a middle ground, you know?
The problem is that most parents who hit their kids, they do it for themselves and not for their kids.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Well, no, I know. That's like a whole repeating generational trauma and shit, and that's where it's like, no,
Yeah.
believe me, I know. Yeah.
And also, just like scientifically speaking, like physically disciplining your kids just makes them worse when they grow up. Like, there's just data to prove that.
Well, I don't think we can objectively say what worse or better is, though, can we?
Well, it gives them issues, is what I mean. Like, there is a marked, notable, trackable rise in, like, anxiety disorders or, like, violent behavior. Adults should know better, but kids, I mean, they're stupid, and that's the point. You're supposed to be dumb as a kid. That's when you get the stupid out. That is true. I actually saw a really great piece of advice once to 17-year-olds who are in their last year of high school. Specifically 17-year-olds.
Go tag some shit, do graffiti.
No, well, I mean, you could do that
No,
too.
I'm
but
dead fucking serious. No, go do graffiti. You're gonna get tried as a child. Go vandalize some shit. No, like, go out and ruin some shit for capitalism. Do some non-violent crimes.
Well, I
Don't
would suggest
understand
you do that
person.
at any age and just not get caught. But ignoring that, this piece of
we're trying to
advice.
build confidence, Larry.
So this piece of advice I actually thought was really good. If you are 17 in your last year of school and there's someone in school you've wanted to beat the shit out of,
Oh, fucking swing on
do
that
it
fucking
now
thing.
because now is the last time you'll be able to do so with no serious consequences.
Yeah, dude, swing on that fucker for eternity, 18. Absolutely.
You know Tom Green, the Freddy Got Fingered guy?
Yes.
He has a stand-up special that I've seen a million times. I piss myself laughing every time. And there's a bit in there where he talks about that, about how like kids fight all the time and the consequences, both physical and, penalty wise, are fairly lax because kids aren't very strong, of course. They can't hit each other very hard. And he goes, it's really different when you're an adult. If an adult fucks with you and you freak out and beat the shit out of the guy, you'll get arrested. And you also, because you're an adult with an adult-sized body, might kill him doing so. Like, you don't really hear about kids accidentally killing each other in fistfights because they're just not strong enough to hit with that much force.
You're fucking tripping. You're fucking tripping, dude. You know what I mean? When like, me and another 16-year-old were fucking duking it out.
No, I'm talking kids, like prepubescent kids. Teenagers, that's different.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to say, like...
Yeah, like when two 9-year-olds beat each other up, most 9-year-olds aren't physically strong enough to do, like, really bad, serious physical damage to each other.
Unfortunately. Now, children, this is why we have some knives we're going to be providing you with.
True. Another good piece of advice that I heard was, if you, like, to tell your kids, if you are being bullied and going through the proper channels isn't fixing it, just beat the shit out of it.
What the fuck do you mean the proper channels? What the fuck are the proper channels?
Like, if the teacher is there and you can get him to stop bullying you by telling the teacher, try that first.
No, actually, you shouldn't. Because if your teacher was going to do that, they would have stopped the bully in the first place without you having to tell the teacher that. You are making yourself a target.
So that's what I was going to get at. That part is true. But if it's like a thing they don't know about or whatever, like if he's doing it when she's not looking, and yes, you can make yourself a target. So, really, you have kind of two choices.
No, just fuck that kid up.
Well, yeah, that's the quick and easy and frankly possibly the best way. You also have the option of being long and slow and drawn out and painful about it, just making it a problem with the teachers every time. Eventually, he'll get the fucking hint.
You're still making yourself a fucking like target, and you're also
it's very much a gets worse before it gets better strategy.
Bro, I'm not hurting my fucking Riz to go and deal with some dude bullying me. You're on crack. No.
Hey, I once fucking kicked a dude into a desk, so I agree with you. I'm just saying.
And guess why he did it? For the hoes.
Actually, I'll tell the story, because why not?
For the hoes.
This guy fucking had been pissing me off for a while, and I was having like an annoying day, and he like snagged a cookie out of my fucking bag while I wasn't looking, and I just had it, so I've always had stronger legs than I do arms, especially when I was a kid. So
How tall are you again?
6'1".
And it's all legs.
Actually, it's not. I do have a proportional to my legs torso length, which is why I'm taller than my father.
Oh, no, I was just saying it's all legs. She was legs from the feet up.
Anyway.
100% leg. Okay, thank you.
So my legs are stronger than my arms, and especially when I was fucking 13 years old, that was true. So I didn't punch him. I stood up and I fucking Sparta kicked him like 300. And I did it harder than I meant to, and he fell backwards and knocked his entire fucking desk over and sent shit flying everywhere. It was so fucking funny. And then we both got sent to the principal's office, and I managed to get off scot-free, and he did not.
His name was Scott?
No, actually, fuck it, he's never going to see this. His name was Conrad.
His name was Conrad.
Yes, and he was the ethnicity you're imagining.
Who the fuck names their kid Conrad?
This guy's parents, apparently.
Boy, you out here looking Yo, like all I can picture is the kid with glasses from Recess.
No, this was like a fucking. Can a white boy get a little edgy with it?
You can't say the N word.
No, not like that. No.
Fine, go ahead.
I want you to pretend for a moment that you are a white racist, like a middle-aged white racist,
Sure.
and I want you to imagine a black teenager.
Oh, wait. Are you trying to say he's Malibu's most wanted?
No, I don't get that reference.
Look up Malibu's most wanted for me.
Oh, the movie, like,
Yeah.
no, okay, he wasn't this stereotypical.
But you're saying that.
Yeah, no, he was very much like, in a lot of ways, a somewhat stereotypical black teenager.
Yeah, no, like think okay, so think a member of Limp Bizkit. All right, I'm with you.
Well, black, but yes. Anyway, I noticed he didn't fuck with me much after I did this. He used to accuse me of being racist to him, to which I'd say, I don't care that you're fucking black, dude. I care that you're an asshole. Like, I had black friends. They're fine. Whatever. I just don't like you particularly. Anyway, there's a little epilogue to this story. So,
They're married.
what?
You guys are married now.
No, he rejected my proposal. So like 3 years later, which doesn't sound like much time, but because I aged from 13 to 16 in the interim, it feels like fucking eons. So like 3 years, yes, I see what you're doing.
I'm doing the single ladies dance right now. Go on.
Yeah, so like 3 years later, I had gym class with him, which was the first time I'd had a class with him since 8th grade. And like, fine, whatever. I remember that incident, but I'd gotten over it. He'd gotten over it. We were fine now. We'd grown up a lot. My gym teacher, who fucking loved me for some reason, found out about that story and got mad at him all over again over it.
That's fun.
To the point that I even said to her, like, it's all right. I'm not mad about it anymore. Like, you don't have to be a dick to him.
Sounds like nothing happened at your
No, nothing happened. I just kicked him into a fucking desk like goddamn Leonidas. It was funny as shit.
No. Like, I was saying, like, it sounds like not many events happened if, like, gym teacher didn't have any new gossip.
No, she had new gossip. That was just one she'd never heard before.
I think the ultimate gossip was we had one of the so our gym was like okay, it's like 2 floors. But
Nice.
or like okay, no, like the gym ceiling is 2 stories tall, but it's just one full floor. You like know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like very high fucking 100-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
Like a gym. Yeah, I know what a gym looks like.
Well, hold on, but there's like so there were like hallways that went and like overlooked the gym. That,
Oh, like the one in college. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
like from the 2nd floor.
Yeah, little balconies.
Yeah, but like right from the school, like not like a whole separate building and shit.
Yeah.
And so one time, this fucker in my school jumped.
Oh, no.
Oh, the video's still around. You can still see it. You can watch him break his fucking
no.
ankle, dude. Oh no, like he he didn't actually break his ankles. He just smashed. Oh my god! It fucking you hear the fucking boo, and then you can see in his face he thought it was gonna be great, and like everyone's videotaping this because this has been very hyped up, and like he's like trying to walk off looking like it's fine.
Everyone who hated me growing up was white with that stupid shaved sides haircut. That was almost always true of me. This guy was notable for being one of my few ops who was not also white.
Yeah, he had that size haircut. Yeah,
like I went to the fucking Brazilian capital of the United States, and yet most of my ops, as the kids say, were fellow whiteys.
Why? why would the Brazilians be your ops, bro? They probably just try to teach you how to dance.
True. Well, I mean, not that specifically, but my point is, like,
Dog.
there was no fucking race war
How
at my
much
high
fucking
school.
booty was there when you were going to high school? Jesus Christ!
More than average, but not by a ton.
I just imagine as a young man, I'd be like, a gynecology has risen.
There was so you know how I've said before that I wasn't into girls yet in middle school because they all looked like kids still.
Couldn't be me. Go on.
There was one exception because she had D cups when she was like 11, dude. It was fucking, in hindsight, nasty, but 11-year-old me was like, hell yeah, brother.
Well, I mean, as an 11-year-old, you're like, that's fine. Then you're just like, oh, that child probably had a rough life.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I'm getting. And she was like, I wasn't like friends with her, but I had classes with her. She was a perfectly nice person. But yeah, in hindsight, that was probably a problem for her.
You know, I've had a couple weird old guys at one point or another think they're having like a reasonable conversation where they're like, they just develop earlier than they used to. And I'm always just like, what the what?
Yeah, well, this girl was a bit of a freak of nature because, like, she literally had a sister in the same grade who did not have the same thing. So
This just sounds like just like genes be gening sometimes, bro.
yeah, and
Genes be gening sometimes. Straight.
basically, yeah. I remember, you know, Emily Ratajkowski, the model actress.
No. Oh my god, you said that like I was supposed to know, and I felt so much anxiety for a minute. I have no idea what the fuck that is. No.
She's been in a ton of fucking movies, bro. Well, she got famous for being in the fucking Robin Thicke Blurred Lines video.
I'm not watching the fucking Blurred Lines music video.
No, but she's been in a bunch of stuff. She was in Gone Girl. She was in like
Emily
the Entourage
Ratajkowski.
movie. Fucking. She was Gibby's fucking girlfriend in that one iCarly episode.
Emily Ratajkowski?
That is how it's spelled, yeah.
Yeah. Do I know this person? I don't. Yo, she got a strong ass forehead.
Yeah, anyway, so she's hot. She's got big knockers.
Big ol'.
I remember reading an article, or not an article, like an interview with her where she was talking about how those things started developing when she was like pretty fucking young and it fucked with her a lot. And I remember the phrase she said was like, I was only like 12, so I was still at an age where I would occasionally ask to cuddle my mom after having a nightmare, and now I've got D cups. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a single fucking thing she's ever been in.
okay, well here, I'll fucking bring her up for the chat. Not any of the nudes, don't worry, but
There's nudes? What the fuck is happening?
yeah, well, do you think she was famous for no reason?
Well, it sounds like it, yeah.
Well, I mean, she is like a model and a semi-talented actress. Anyway, this is her.
Yeah.
And that's her after shooting a kid out of her fucking vagina, too. I can't believe that shit.
I mean, that's an interesting use of verbiage, but
Well, I only thought of that because this is from an article about, like, recovering from pregnancy.
all I'm saying is that like she looks like an ally of the Crimson Shin, the fearsome forehead. Here comes the fearsome forehead. Because like, look at it, bro. That shit shines like an anvil. Bro,
Yeah, well, whatever, man. Anyway, good on her for the fact that her body didn't turn into fucking sludge upon having a kid like it does for almost everybody.
I mean, I think I would too if I had trainers and all the money to diet the right
Well,
way.
yeah, that is true, but she used to date Eric Andre for a while, actually, too.
Oh, so she just dropped the ball. She had the bag. She
Yeah, I
had
guess.
God by his nut strings.
Anyway, yeah, having kids basically turns your insides into fucking soup. So, like, good on anybody who doesn't look like complete dog shit after having a child.
The body does it naturally. It's amazing, but it doesn't. It's not that. It's not like it turns your insides to soup.
It can, dude. Have you caught up on Daredevil yet?
I have not.
So fucking spoilers if anyone gives a fuck about last week's Daredevil. So Jessica Jones is back, right? That's cool.
Ooh.
And it's been a long fucking time since we last saw her. So somewhere along the way, she got married and had a child.
Are you about to use this comic reference to tell me how much a baby messes up your body?
Well, no, I'm going to bring up how this show acknowledged it and wove it into the superhero lore. She mentions that ever since having her child, there are occasional moments where her powers will disappear for half a second.
Bro, if I had a nickel for every time a man wrote a woman and was like, I don't know, child, your mom now, so you're not anything else.
I don't actually know if a man wrote the story, but
I mean, I wouldn't make a strong bet, but I would bet 2 nickels.
Also, like they actually ran with it in an effective way because it wasn't about, oh, being a mom ruined her career. What it was about was like, you know, oh, having a child impacts your physiology. It's not, to be fair, it is not their fault they did that off screen. It's Netflix's fault for canceling Jessica Jones's show.
I mean, that is pretty wild though. Like, hey, former protagonist, I see you're here with your whole family that I've never met.
Well, actually, we have. They have not officially confirmed it as of last episode, but the chances are virtually 100% that the father of her child is Luke Cage.
Yeah, we got strong little mixed babies.
Well, yeah, now granted, we only saw the daughter for like a second, but she's half black and her name is Danielle, which is the name of their kid from the comics.
Yo, I fucking say, I want a black-haired baddie for every upstanding black man.
Also, I got the sense that the kid might already have powers because the whole context of the scene is that this group of mercenaries shows up at her house to kill her, but because she's Jessica Jones, she kicks the fuck out of them pretty effortlessly.
Jessica Jonas.
And one of them tosses like a flashbang into the house.
That's not
like
good.
like one on like a timed fuse, like 20-second fuse or whatever. So it's like sitting on the floor beeping at increasing speed, and the little girl, who's like maybe 4 or 5, just kind of wanders over to it and picks it up. And then Jessica is like, oh, honey, that's not a toy, and just turns it off. But she's only like mildly concerned that the kid was holding a flash grenade, which implies to me the kid already has her father's invulnerability.
Straight jack-jacking.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she's only like 4 or 5 years old, so we don't know for sure yet. But in the comics, well, technically in the comics, we don't know for sure she has powers, but given who her parents are, it's almost certain. And they showed a vision of a possible future where she grows up to be the next Captain America.
Good for her.
Yeah, so
moving on up in the world.
So I would assume that Luke and Jessica's kid has their superpowers.
That ain't bad.
Honestly, Invincible kind of did the same thing with the whole Eve loses her powers when she gets pregnant thing.
Yeah, but like, to be very clear here, Eve's powers are like, I can control things on the molecular level, not me muscle goes strong.
Yeah, and that's part of why it doesn't fuck with Jessica that much, is because her powers are already relatively weak in the grand scale of things.
Her powers are just me muscle go boom. Like,
she does also heal at a somewhat accelerated rate.
If I was in the 1700s, I'd be the only person who could survive a stabbing.
Hopefully she gets more of a character than Sam. They did my boy dirty. Yeah, I'm still holding out hope that they do something with Sam.
How dirty was your boy done?
Well, you saw the movie.
Yeah.
And that movie wasn't even like dog shit. It was just not very good.
I for some reason thought there was more.
No, it's just that they set him up to be the next Captain America, and yet they've only done 2 projects with him as Captain America.
they're just biding their time until they can get fucking Steve Rogers back.
Yeah, they are spinning their wheels a little, which is why their best shit post Endgame has been all their side story stuff.
Like what?
Well, like Daredevil Born Again or Wonder Man or
I am actually watching Wonder Man, folks.
to a lesser extent Echo. Echo's not as good as those two, but it's got some pretty cool shit in it.
By the way, Wonder Man's good, but I don't understand why you all are sucking its dick yet. Just saying.
Just because I'm not calling it the best TV show ever, I'm calling it the best Marvel project.
See, but like, there's no superhero shit.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
But like, calling it the best Marvel project is like, it's like being like, yeah, the best rock album is the one where the rock band does a country album because I don't.
Yeah,
like
and sometimes that's cool, like when the Eagles did it.
Yeah, but you gotta like at the very least like rock music. For
I
that
do.
concept.
I like superhero shit. I like superhero shit so much that I want to see non-superpowered stories taking place in the world of superhero shit.
But then I see the fucking don't blue balls me with superhero shit being somewhat relevant.
No, I don't care about that. I don't fucking you know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see a version of like Conclave taking place in the Marvel universe where they're trying to square Thor's existence with like the biblical version of events.
That'd be great. I'd watch that.
Also, yes, Thunderbolts is pretty good.
What's that?
The one of the Marvel movies they released last year.
Oh, cool.
It's not like my favorite thing Marvel's ever done, but it was pretty good. Because actually, one thing I'll give the people who made Spider-Man Homecoming credit for was that when they have, you remember that scene where he has the, he's at the restaurant with Aunt May and like the waiter's clearly flirting with her.
Si, senor.
At the beginning of that scene, the wide shot establishing the restaurant, you notice the building next door says on the door Church of New Asgard.
Haha.
And they did that on purpose because they were like, well, yeah, if Asgardians were proven to be real, that would affect religious people's view of the world, right?
Sure, it's such a low bar.
Well, I know, and that particular instance is just an Easter egg, but like, I want to see more of that shit. I want to see more about like Damar Dorman Davis. I want to see like, you know, fuck like Nick Fury. What the fuck does the Secretary of Defense get up to in an average week in a world full of superheroes? I want to see that. I want to see like fucking West Wing, but like with the president from the Marvel movies dealing with it.
Like, I feel like that's not going to be as interesting as you think.
Well, maybe not, but you can make anything interesting if you're good.
For some reason, my head's going to like Rick and Morty's treatment of the president, where like that's
True.
where like, dude, I don't know, like he's just gonna be calling you for stupid shit after like 10 minutes of this.
I want them, even if some or even most of these wind up sucking, I want them to take a shot at it. Speaking of taking a shot at things, there's one thing I want to get into with this fucking Trump shit before we go, and that is the analysis and conspiracy theories.
Take two more.
No, I'm only doing the one because I'm going to smoke and drink later.
Fucking lightweights.
I could, but I don't want to.
And a bag of chips.
Is there anything interesting conspiracy-wise yet? Yeah, so all the conspiracies it's staged, and it's been alleged the suspect's name was massively searched in Israel before the incident.
What?
Yeah, I mean, someone claimed that. Who knows if it's true? There are also people claiming he was wearing an IDF sweatshirt, which I don't think was true.
Also, like, folks, I just need to be clear about this. The Israeli government has been skillfully, tactfully, and purposefully manipulating and utilizing the United States government for decades, including not limited,
Increasingly so.
increasingly so, including but not limited to through uses of its military forces, bureaucratic forces, financial forces, and cultural forces. I really, really hesitate to think that any of you fucking internet sleuths are gonna like pull one over on the IDF. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But like
Israel isn't real. It's the U.S. money's offshore. Yeah, it's a large military base.
I don't know, bro. I see. I hear what you're saying, but I want to really pitch. Nowadays, I feel like we're the offshore.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, no, I'm dead fucking ass. Like, I don't feel like they're offshore us. I think we're offshore Israel.
Also, fun fact: the same hotel is where the attempted assassination of Reagan took place 45 years ago.
That gives more credence to, oh yeah, the Secret Service totally doesn't fucking know how to catch a guy there. Okay, bud.
Israel is just an extension of the U.S., and the U.S. is controlled by capital, and a lot of rich fucks live there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I actually read on Twitter, on like a random guy's fucking reply to another tweet, what I consider to be the most plausible explanation for what happened last night. And some of this is my thinking, but like the basic gist of it I got from this guy, whose name I wish I remembered. So his theory was that the guy, this Alan Cole or whatever his name was, what's his name again?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Cole Allen? Yeah, Cole Thomas Allen. His theory was that this guy ran in unarmed with the intention of like just yelling and causing a disruption, that the Secret Service panicked and fired and then went, oh fuck, we need to find a way to justify this.
I mean, that's interesting.
I'm not making a claim, but I do think that is a plausible explanation for how a supposedly armed gunman got so far into the Washington hotel.
They just claim they got a fucking shot. Where'd the shotgun come from then?
Well, that's the thing, is that, I mean, they are the Secret Service. I'm sure they have weapons stashed nearby that could get to them in 10 minutes. So they probably just, like, very quietly put a call, hey, man, can you bring us a shotgun and a couple pistols?
The guy is black, but there was no cocaine found near his body, so I'm...
Is he black? I guess he looks maybe half black.
Listen, he got a black parent. That's a black guy.
I guess he also was an amateur game developer because he has like a game he programmed that he put on Steam.
Is it good?
I'm sure a lot of people are going to play it now, so I'll find out.
Is there a trailer? Pull that shit up. Deadass.
No, it's just some little indie game that he like just did as a project or something.
Yeah,
like,
did he like not put like a video on his homepage? Most people do.
I don't know.
Pull up the Steam page. Let me see. Let me see the Steam game. We find the answers in people without pants. Apparently.
Video game Steam. I can't find a link to it. I can only find people talking about it.
What's the name of it?
Let's see. I guess he's credited on a game called Forager. Oh, he's credited as like a financial contributor. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah, no, Forager. Yeah, no, because it's a Kickstarter game. I played Forager.
Yeah, so I guess he was a fellow Kickstarter patron. He used wall hacks to boost his speed and no-clipped through the entrance. Yeah, that I believe it.
See, no, you're right. You're right. He fucking hit the little tilde sign on the corner of his keyboard and just typed in TCL and then just started running. Bro, I always found it so fun to do no clipping on old COD games.
Oh, I know. You get to see shit you weren't supposed to.
No, yeah, no, I just put it underneath. I don't fucking know.
That's kind of like obviously a much more minor version, but one thing I'm finding occasionally watching next gen remastered in HD like it is that you see shit you weren't supposed to sometimes.
I love that. I fucking love that.
They were pretty good about hiding it for the most part, but every now and then, like if the angle's just a little too wide, you get like, oh, yep, there's the little tiny pink dot on the rug marking where Patrick Stewart's supposed to stand.
How are you liking watching the Kardashians, the greatest race?
Oh, their space is real. They need to be fucking genocided. Like, I'm sorry, I know that sounds bad, but like they need to all be raised from orbit. Like they're evil.
I need a Cisco. I'm holding out for a Cisco for Kardashian's life.
It'll probably be about a month and a half till I get to meet him, so don't worry.
You're gonna have such a good time.
Yeah, I saw the first couple episodes of Deep Space Nine years ago, and I liked it, but the problem was it wasn't on streaming and it wasn't airing on TV. So my only options were like renting the DVDs from Netflix, which they were never available, and then when they were, they only had like 4 episodes each, so
Or
I didn't know how to do that when I was 11 years old.
lame.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I remember we rented season 1, disc 1, and watched the first, like, 4 episodes, and I was like, this is pretty good, and then we couldn't get a hold of season 1, disc 2 for, like, 6 fucking months, so we just gave up.
I remember way back in the day, I rented one movie from Netflix, and it was only because I had looked everywhere else and I couldn't find it, and I wanted to burn a copy of it.
What movie?
The Slim Shady Show. Eminem's failed attempt at making an animation.
Yeah, we used to rent Netflix DVDs all the time.
Actually, Eric Cartman's in it.
We didn't get rid of the Netflix DVD plan we had until, like, 2019.
That's wild to me. That's fucking insane. That's so much money. Just like,
Well, it wasn't that much money, really. Like the DVD part of the plan. But the reason we ultimately got rid of it was because it no longer had enough things we hadn't seen to be worth the money.
I
But yeah, like we had the because you could have 2 different tiers of it. We had the 2 a week tier where we get like 1 to 2 times a week, we'd get a Netflix envelope in the mail. We'd watch and or burn a copy of it quickly, put it right back in, send it back the next day, get another one.
Huh.
Oh, dude, I saw so many fucking movies like that. So many movies that are now relatively hard to find because they've just kind of been forgotten.
I guess I'm just spoiled on this one thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't even have my own computer till like high school, so I couldn't have even fucking had one to pirate shit with.
I built them.
Well, yeah, but I was too lazy for that.
Well, there you go. Well,
I build Legos. I don't build computers.
But like,
oh, by the way, the other thing,
what?
the other thing that fucks you up with next gen is seeing shit you weren't supposed to see. Wise, is that next gen was shot in a slightly wider aspect ratio than it aired in.
Really?
Well, yeah, because like 133:1 and 4:3 aren't quite exactly the same aspect ratio. They're very close, but they're like slightly different.
Oh, true.
So what that meant was that very, very occasionally, way off to the side, you'll see a tiny bit of something that wasn't supposed to be visible because when it aired, it was cut off by the sides of the TV.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of at first.
That's rare. Well, that's comparatively rare, but like every now and then you'll see a little metal arm that's like, oh, that's from a tripod or something.
And not like an in-show tripod.
No, but like I said, that's rare. What you get a lot more of is that now that it's in HD, you can see a little pink dot, or like, oh, I guess the Enterprise in the 24th century still uses regular ass power outlets.
That shit is sad. Uses regular ass, American ass power outlets.
Yeah, or like sometimes, oh, there's a little bump on the rug where they threaded the cord. It's small enough it wasn't visible in SD, but it's now visible in HD.
And it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean it's part of the show's charm. I find those flaws charming because it reminds me that actual human beings were making this to the best of their ability very quickly on a low budget.
Man, you and your actual human beings shit. Slop is slop. I don't care where it came from. I'm not saying this is slop, but I'm saying that I need more than just being made by a person. That is not enough.
Well, true. The other thing that's funny with it, so the HD remaster they did of Next Gen was done by hand from the original 35mm camera negatives, which meant redoing all of the post production, which is why they didn't do this with the shows after Next Gen.
That's a lot. I mean, if you like that, by the way, you would like the Foundation series.
I know. I've been meaning to get into those.
I've made it onto book 7, which it's a bit of a Star Wars thing where it goes 1, 2, 3, space, 4, 5, 0,
Yeah,
0.5.
I can deal with that.
Yeah, but so I'm on 0.5, which is 7, which is the last one. But it's fun because you can. It's very clearly made by a guy who is a modern dude. Like he's considering pronouns and shit.
Yeah,
It's great, but he's also still a victim of his own circumstances. So like he like has people being like, "Hey, dame," and
Yeah.
and just like other fucking like old ass thought processes.
Well, it's like when fucking Star Trek will do a whole episode about how bigotry is terrible, but they'll also say Oriental in it because it was
Yeah,
1965
like,
and they didn't know that would not be the correct term 60 years from now.
Okay, I'll say this to any writer. Because listen, I'm working on some shit right now, and it's kind of common sense. Don't use the colonizer term if you want the people to seem not colonized.
True.
Wow.
So, let me go a little film nerd on you and explain how they did remastering.
Please.
So they remastered the original series in like the late 2000s. And that's when they did like the George Lucas special effects updating on a lot of it.
Okay.
Which is kind of annoying, but whatever. So because that show was made in the 60s, the editing was done on film as well, which meant that remastering it in HD was relatively easy. However, this is where the problems came in. With Next Gen, it was shot on film, but the editing was done on tape.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
What do you mean the editing was done on tape but not on film?
Like the film was fed into an editing machine and then it was cut like from a machine that cut it onto tapes.
Huh.
There's more to it than that, but that's the basics of it.
Okay.
But what that meant was that because the visual effects and editing and everything wasn't done on film, they had to redo all of it when they remastered it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Which did have the added advantage of allowed them to put back in some deleted scenes.
Oh,
because some episodes had like deleted scenes that they just had to trim for time, not because there was anything wrong with them, but some of those were discovered early enough that they were able to remaster them in HD and, if not put them back in the episode, at least put them on the Blu-ray.
That's nice.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Because footage from that era just frankly wasn't taken care of as well as it is now, like preservation-wise.
Sure.
Every now and then, the episode will suddenly switch to SD for like 2 seconds. Because what will happen is, like, that little 2-second reaction shot of Riker, the original camera of that got lost somewhere over the years. So they instead have to substitute in an upscaled version of the standard one that they had on, like, the DVD. And it looks better than most things from that era should, but not as good as the rest of the footage. So it's really jarring for, like, the 2 seconds it suddenly happens.
I really have to wonder how much lost footage there is out there in random spots.
Oh, you'd be amazed. You know the movie Metropolis?
Which one?
The original 1920s Metropolis?
That is the one that used Holy Mountain Crazy Guy?
I don't know. It has the robot lady.
Yeah. I think that's Treaderhouse. No, that okay, yeah.
No, that was later.
Yeah.
No, this was Fritz Lang, 1927.
There we go. Okay, Fritz Lang, yes. Okay.
So that movie got cut down a ton between its premiere and its wide release. And like, of course, back then movies always shit was getting cut in this region because they didn't like this, shit was getting added in this region, whatever. So we still technically don't have a fully complete print of Metropolis because the fucking preservation techniques were so bad. But now, as of like 10 years ago, we found the closest thing we have to a complete one, and they found it at like a flea market in fucking Barcelona or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was like an unmarked film can someone found, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here, I don't know what's on it, $20, it's yours." And someone bought it and was like, "This is an almost uncut version of Metropolis. What the fuck?"
See, the one that I just hope that is found within my lifetime, I want the original cuts of The Wicker Man, damn it.
Do we not have that?
Christopher Lee's gone on the record and says that there's parts of the movie missing. And he doesn't
I think he
know.
means were cut during editing.
No, as in like they can't find them anymore.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Yeah, no. There's like scenes from the OG Wicker Man that are just gone.
According to this, some stuff is missing. Some of it has been found on like a late 70s Telescene tape. So there are some versions that have it.
But there's some of it, but like I want to see all of it. I love that movie.
Oh yeah, there's still, as I'm sure you know, there's still like 96 episodes of Doctor Who's like just missing.
It's fucking weird.
There used to be more, but they keep finding it here and there in like random warehouses in random fucking parts of the earth.
Was someone stealing them?
No, it was that the BBC, due to their limited budget and the prevailing attitude of the time that TV was disposable entertainment, they would just tape over it.
Wow.
That's why some of the missing ones, we do still have the audio for them, because that was obviously a different tape. So actually fans have done like animated versions of the visuals to match the surviving audio to like try to recreate the missing episode. Like there's really cool shit. But yeah, until like pretty recently in the grand scheme of things, like that's why if you look at a movie from before, say like the 80s, it's very rare they have any deleted scenes intact. Because the attitude back then was, if we cut this, it was for a reason.
Such a low fucking bar.
Actually, on the commentary track for Shawshank Redemption, Frank Darabont mentions that he purposefully doesn't include the deleted scenes in most of his movies, including that one. And the reason why is because I cut the scene for a reason. I cut it because I didn't want people seeing it.
Okay, buddy, that is wildly, like, while I can respect the idea, the implication that there's nothing in between you and the final product is a little naive, I would say, unless you got it in writing.
I mean, Darabont is very much like an auteur of a director, like always has final cut on his own shit, so.
Fair. Okay, fine. Like, if he gets final cut, then okay.
Yeah, and that's not to say, I don't think he does that with every movie. It's just that with Shawshank, he was like, those deleted scenes weren't good, which is why I didn't put them in the movie. Therefore, I'm not putting them on the DVD either. If they were good, I would have left them in the movie.
I get that.
Which is a shame because we know what they are from description, and some of them sound kind of interesting. Like, I get why they were cut, like, for pacing and everything, but...
What were they?
I don't remember all of them, but, like, I remember one of them was that, you know, Brooks, like the old man, he gets out and he kills himself.
Yeah.
I know there was like a scene where some of Brooks's friends find his pet bird dead, and so they bury it in the prison yard and give it a little funeral. I know there was one where at the end, when Red is working at the grocery store, he starts to have a panic attack, so he goes to the bathroom and actually calms down when he goes inside the stall because the stall reminds him of his cell.
That would have been great. I'm pissed off.
I think they cut it for pacing more so than.
Give me institutionalization, damn it.
Well, the movie does do a lot of that. They just cut. I think probably what happened was they felt they'd hammered the point home enough and they didn't need an additional scene of it.
I don't know if you hammer it home enough if there's not. Okay, because like what we saw was almost the inevitability of Brooks's scenario.
Yeah, I mean, look, Darabont has a lot of faith in his audience being smart enough to understand his movies. I'll put it that way. God, I think of what Shawshank would look like if, like, a typical kind of hack Hollywood director had made it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would have been fucking great. Oh god, that would have been.
By the way, there is one scene. Have you ever read the book?
No, I keep meaning to get around to it.
I read it in high school, actually.
Is it good?
I like the movie better, but yeah. That's honestly a theme with Stephen King. A lot of the time, I like the movie better than the book. Not always, though. But
you don't like child gangbangs.
No, there's nothing.
You do like child gangbangs.
No, I definitely don't. There's nothing wrong with the book of Shawshank. It's really good. It's just that because it's a book, it goes off on divergences and stuff that wouldn't have fit in a movie.
Oh, okay.
But like also just the movie has like such amazing acting and music and like it adds some new shit that's really good. But there's one scene in the book that could not have made it in the movie because it's too ridiculous, but it's really fucking funny. So Red, he narrates the book.
Okay.
And he at one point goes on a little kind of divergence about past escape attempts from Shawshank.
Okay.
And most of Shawshank is like a pretty secure prison because it's a maximum security prison.
Yeah.
So almost all escape attempts fail. The few that do, they almost always get recaptured within like 2 days.
But there's one guy.
Not just one. There's been like one or two.
Oh, okay.
I guess one of them is the one he personally was there for, or like was in prison when it happened, and then the others he heard about hearsay. But the one where they never recaptured the guy, the way he did it was that he, the prisoners all have jobs, right?
Yeah.
And his job was pushing the paint cart to mark the lines on the parking lot. So he walked with confidence doing his route, and he looked like he was where he was supposed to be, and the guards knew him. They knew he wasn't going to fuck with anything. So they didn't really question why he was diverging from his route. They were like, oh, he must have been given new instructions. So he literally walked out the front gate, unbothered, leaving a paint trail marking his way.
How far did he go?
He went like a mile until he realized they couldn't see him anymore, and then just booked it and left the cart in the middle of the road. But like because he looked like he was where he was supposed to be, the guards were just like, oh yeah, that's Billy, whatever.
That's how crime works.
Yeah, Shawshank Prison, I guess. So Stephen King often puts his books in a little like shared universe.
I've heard this, but I don't know how much of it's like winking and how much he like cares.
It's just winking mostly.
Yeah.
And obviously not all of them can fit in because like some end with the world ending, but it's mostly just winking. Like you can interpret it as canon if you want, and you can interpret it as not if you don't. But yeah, I guess Shawshank Prison. So in the book of 11/22/63, he mentions Shawshank Prison as a real place, and when he's in the past in 1958, has a brief run-in with the Losers Club from It.
Okay.
Like while he's traveling through Derry, he just like asks them for directions or whatever, and they go like, "Oh yeah, if you take this route, oh, this restaurant's good." Like it's just a one scene little thing.
Sure.
Or for another example, Apt Pupil. which is part of the same collection as the Shawshank book. Inapt pupil, when the Nazi guy is explaining the various ways that he has eluded justice, like hiding his identity and everything, one of the things he mentions is like, oh yeah, I got new papers worked out. I had this banker I met at his office do it for me. And then he goes, luckily I'm not going to have to worry about that guy ever again, because a few years afterwards he went to prison for killing his wife.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Andy Dufresne did your fucking paperwork. Nice.
Unknowingly, of course.
Yeah.
Also, so the full title of the book is Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Okay. I hate to be that guy because mostly I don't ask, why is it called Shawshank Redemption?
Because it takes place in Shawshank Prison, and it's all about how you can find redemption even in the darkest of circumstances.
I don't understand who was redeemed.
Well, Red certainly was. Andy, to a lesser extent, though he wasn't really guilty of what he was initially.
That's why I
for.
don't understand the fucking name.
Well, you redeem for like doing all the dirty work for the warden and everything. And also, he feels that he needed to be redeemed for how shitty he was to his wife, even if he didn't kill her. Like, that was the whole theme, too.
You can fucking call it Shawshank Exoneration at that point.
We're Americans. We don't know what exoneration means.
Okay, fair enough, buddy.
So anyway, so the full title of the book was Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, because they have like the line, it makes it into the movie even, at the beginning where Red is like, oh man, I didn't know Andy until he asked me to bring Rita Hayworth into the prison for him. And then they never explain what the hell that means.
Yeah.
Until you find out about the poster. And also true, Alex, he was never technically exonerated. Like, legally speaking, that is.
Well, yeah, is he redeemed? I mean...
Well, yeah, he feels that by doing good in the prison, he made up for the bad he did to his family, you know?
Okay.
That's why he chooses to break out when he does, among other reasons. So anyway, the movie was initially, when it was in like pre-production, also called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. The reason they trimmed it down was because agents kept hearing the title and assuming that it was a Rita Hayworth biopic. And they'd call Frank Darabont and say, like, oh, I've got this beautiful young actress. She'd be perfect for the role of Rita Hayworth.
And he's like, no, there's a photo of Rita Hayworth in the part of this.
One of them was apparently a trans woman, even, in, like, 1992.
I mean, yeah, they've been around for a while.
Well, yeah, and when Darabont mentions that in the commentary, which would have been recorded in, like, 2004, his terminology is slightly outdated because he says transvestite, but he's perfectly respectful. Like, you know, I saw her photo. She was pretty. She would have done Rita Hayworth well, but it was just not the right movie.
I forget her name. What's her name? The woman who referred to herself as a transvestite, who is Marie Jorgensen? I want to say Jorgensen.
That sounds familiar, yeah.
You want to check that for me? See if I'm blowing smoke?
Jorgensen. Marie Jorgensen? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm finding other people named that, but not anyone relating to the queer scene. I think I know who you're talking about, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming Frank Darabont for using a term that was considered appropriate 20 years ago.
Oh, no. I'm more just saying, like, I know that was like a self-identified term. It's like saying Negro now. Don't do it. But, like, it's fine to quote someone saying Negro from 40 years ago.
Yeah, I always comment that, like, if you called a black person a Negro in this day and age, bless you, their first instinct wouldn't be, fuck you, you're being racist. Their first instinct would be, how old are you?
Nah, bro. No, absolutely not.
Or
no,
colored.
Absolutely.
I said that about colored, rather.
No, either one. If someone says I'm a Negro or if I'm colored, I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm going to feel about this.
Okay.
Hear me out. I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
I mean, that's fair.
Hear me out. Either one of like 4 fucking things are happening. Option number 1, you're a time traveler. You came forward or backward, and you shouldn't Either way, you shouldn't be talking like that. And
You shouldn't be here.
shouldn't be here, and you're about to get your bones rocked. Option number 2. You Walt Disney'd yourself somehow. You rich bitch. You shouldn't have been able to get away with that.
Yeah.
I'm once again taking you to the fucking Soundgarden. Option number 3. You actively are just a normal person from this day and age. The fuck is wrong with you? You need to have a meeting with Thor. And then option number 4.
Quit fucking with the space-time continuum.
Fucking with the space-time continuum, my boy. Option number 4 is like, I don't even like. You would have to be in some weird like Star Trek. I get called a fucking. It's a negress.
Yeah.
Because like you're some weird sci-fi-esque being. Label it this way, I probably won't get the hands to hit. I'm still trying to clock your ass. Either way.
I'll tell this story before we go. You've seen Clerks 2, right?
Are you serious?
Well, like, you know the scene I'm talking about?
$15, little man.
No,
Put that
not
shit
that one.
inside my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. You owe me, yo.
Okay,
My
so you have
jungle
seen
love.
Clerks 2.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen Clerks too.
Something similar happened once. I wasn't there for it, but I witnessed it in my family. And I apologize in advance for the very outdated term I'm going to quote.
No, you're talking about Randall's grandma kept calling him a porch monkey.
Different
what
term,
you're-
though. Different term, though.
What is
My
it?
my grandma had only ever heard the term pickaninny in reference to, like, the cartoon stock character.
Oh my god.
So
that's
she had no
terrible.
idea it was a racial slur and said it one time. And luckily they were in private, so it wasn't a big
Oh
deal.
my
But my mom
God.
was like, Mom, you know that's racist as fuck, right? And she's like, wait, what?
That's fun.
Yeah, my grandma's not racist at all. It was just genuinely the only time in her life she'd ever heard that word was in reference to the cartoon character.
Yeah, no, I met your grandma. She didn't call me a tart baby.
Yeah, no, she would never. She literally has, like, she was telling me she has memories from her early enough childhood that segregation still existed in parts of the country. I've told you this before. She befriended the black girl on the train, and then when they passed the state line, both their parents were like, all right, let's separate those two. And my grandma is, like, talking about that today, being like, when I was 6, I remember that. I remember thinking how fucked up it was that we weren't allowed to be in the same car together in this state.
Doug, that's why I think it's really frustrating for me when, like, I have people my own age telling me how, like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, racism's over. Like, dude, like,
You're
stop
talking about
that
stuff that
reference.
happened to your ancestors.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, my grandma
that
is-
fucking shit. Like,
I mean,
bro,
my grandma's
your grandma.
technically an ancestor, so you're not entirely wrong.
Well, no, bro, because, like, one, if these motherfuckers still walk the earth, that's crazy. I have to deal with that. And two,
Yeah.
I hate to state the obvious. The fact that we're having this conversation, that I'm interacting directly with a person who interacted directly with this, it's not fucking bygone. It's relevant regardless.
Dude, Ruby Bridges has a TikTok account. One she runs herself. Because she's, like, not even 70.
Because she's Ruby fucking Bridges, and, like, she's that bitch. Nah, of course she
Ruby
is.
Bridges is so young. Like, the Little Rock, or that wasn't Little Rock, rather. I always mix her up with the Little Rock 9. It was so relatively recent in the grand scheme of things that she only recently qualifies as a senior citizen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And then that deep, like, in other words, folks.
She's only been old enough to collect Medicare for like 3 years.
She'll be around, God willing, for a while. I mean, that bitch who murdered Emmett Till just died the other year.
Yeah, and she admitted she fucking lied too.
Fucking
And
lying bitch. Nah, I think so often about that. I wish, bro, with all of my heart that someone was like, no, send a medical team. And, like, they, like, essentially do the same thing they did for Malala Yousafzai, where they're like, we're going to send an air hospital. We got to keep this woman alive. And then we bring her and we fucking hang her.
Yeah, it's the end of Apt Pupil when he's in the hospital room and he thinks he got off scot-free, and then the fucking Mossad agent walks in and he's like, well, fuck. I looked it up. Ruby Bridges is 71.
That bitch who killed Emmett Till should have been hanged.
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. It makes me sad.
I just love the fact that, and I get that it was a racist ass fucking time. I love, and by love I mean despise, that these people were so racist that let's go with the most uncharitable version of the story. They heard tale of a 14-year-old black boy whistling at a white woman and deemed death a reasonable penalty. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Whoa, hold on. I think you're not completely being charitable and fair.
Okay.
He was walking on the same side of the road and stayed on that side of the road and whistled at her.
Yeah, by the way, that's not actually true. That's just
I know that's not true. That's not the fucking point. None of this matters.
There are obvious just
he's done everything you ever accused him of, and he's fine.
Yeah, just for the historical record, the accounts vary, of course. The most consistent version appears to be that he was in the same store as her, was whistling to himself, as he often did, because he had a bit of a stutter, so he would whistle to kind of like keep his vocal cords sharp so that he didn't stutter or something. I don't know. It's something like that. So
it's just a speech impediment thing.
Yeah, so what likely happened was she walked in, saw a black kid, heard him whistling to himself, assumed he was whistling at her, panicked and told the store manager, and then it ended with Emmett Till's body getting fucking displayed like it was.
That also gives her a bit of charity and not instigating it, which I personally...
Oh, yeah, that's also possible. She could have started some shit for no reason, or could have genuinely panicked like an idiot. Either way, she's culpable.
Like, you know, there's something to be said. Have you, like, listen, I don't want to be a dick, but I'll be a slight jerk here. There's something to be said about, like, a woman who thinks that you're doing some sort of advance on her and there's nothing in the mind whatsoever. Like, I don't know, like, I've been on like a job before and I'm like, hi, how you doing today? And she's like, I have a boyfriend. And I'm like, would you like to sign up for our rewards card?
Cool, that's not what I asked, bitch.
Yeah, like I have a job, woman. I really don't. I don't care about you.
I think everyone has had that happen to them on both sides of it once or twice.
Fair. Not fair.
But yeah, there is a type of woman who sees that in everybody. Frankly, that type of woman has probably had a rough history with men, so I kind of sympathize.
That's where you're very valid in that point. I just hesitate to think, because, okay, like, I hesitate to think in this scenario, you have a bunch of instances of black dudes whistling at you. I don't think there's anything to, like, validate that preconception.
Oh, yeah, no, she's a fucking cunt, even if she did genuinely panic. Because she knew it was going to fucking happen.
That's what I'm saying, is I feel like she is, like, the absolute, like, hyperbolic worst of these bitches.
Yeah, like, if she didn't consider that could happen to him, she was so stunningly naive, she shouldn't have been allowed in public on her own.
Nah, bro, she killed that kid. Nah, she fucking set that kid to die. Like,
yeah, like, at least somewhat intentionally, if not fully intentionally, she led him to his fucking death.
God,
or rather, she ushered his death to him, I guess.
I hate that woman. I hope she has a private room in hell. I hope hell exists just for her.
Yeah, true. Well, I don't know. Maybe she has to suck Ronald Reagan's fucking horrid, rancid demon dick down there. I don't know.
So Ronald Reagan gets a fucking blowjob out of racism? Why?
No, she has to suck his dick. He has to get his dick sucked by her. They're both being tortured.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
Because I wouldn't want my dick sucked by that evil bitch.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Ronald Reagan has to watch his wife blow Tupac Shakur.
Given what Reagan was like publicly, I think privately he'd be into that. So no, that wouldn't qualify as hell.
Do you think he's one of those secret cocks?
I think most conservatives are. So
Really? I mean, they can't all be that.
well, one of the key fucking motivators of right-wing thought is sexual insecurity. I mean, even in the slavery days, how many fucking slaves got their dicks cut off after they were lynched?
Absolutely. I just don't think the response to that is always cuckold.
Not always, but and it might not even be cuckoldry necessarily, but you know, the shit you believe in strongly tends to worm its way into your sex life.
Yeah, dude, I imagine there's a lot of racial fetishism. We already know the insane amount of queer fetishism. That's just
Oh yeah, I mean,
thanks Grinder for the stats. We really do appreciate you for that.
like even disregarding the cuck thing, maybe he's not into the cuckoldry aspect of it, but he is into seeing a white woman be sexually dominated by a black man.
See, I feel like that's more a thing black men are into.
You'd be disturbed and well, I guess you wouldn't be shocked, but you'd be fucking disturbed.
I think I'd just be a little upset in that damn we can't have nothing.
Oh yeah, like I have a friend, I wouldn't call her father racist, but he definitely is from the like edgy Gen Xer, I don't care about anything fucking generation, so he'll laugh at racist jokes.
Okay.
So he has like that attitude, but then he'll also like go through periods where he gets, and he calls it this jungle fever. Or
I got jungle fever.
yeah, it's okay if it's the song, but like he's one of those.
The only way I can
dudes.
ever make it feel better is I just start singing Jungle Fever, and I just feel a little bit better.
Now, in his case, it's more like specifically black women, but like there's a whole archetype of dude who's like guy who's racist publicly, but also secretly loves watching interracial porn, like to a weird degree.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So fucking true. I say it every day. Never ask a racist the ethnicity of their girlfriend.
Why not?
Because it's always going to be something that conflicts with their supposed narrative. I mean, I told you last week, I personally knew a dude in college who was pretty fucking racist and yet also exclusively dated black or dark-skinned Latinas.
This is gonna sound. Actually, no, that makes more sense to me than
because that's what you said, because they fetishize them.
Yeah. And, but like also, since like white men who are conservative have always just wanted to dominate women of any type. I don't know. That's like that makes sense to me. I just wouldn't think they'd want to see their women dominated by. I don't know. It seems really fucking weird to me that like these guys would develop a fetish so quickly when they were just lynching people a couple decades ago. Is all I'm saying.
Dude, they had the fetish while they were lynching people.
Wait, so were some of them hard?
Yes. No, dude, there are literally like I can't imagine how many cases there are of like guy who participated in the lynching goes home to have like aggressive that was such a rush sex with his wife, and while he's banging her, he's picturing the black guy banging her.
Wow. That's a lot. That did disturb me.
Right-wingers are naturally submissive cucks, and also to highlight another comment I laughed at a minute ago about the notion of Reagan, of the bitch sucking Reagan's dick. No one said his dick was still attached. I think that's a good way to end, because I think my family's going to bed and I don't want to keep them up.
Well,
anyway, yeah, it is mostly sexuality to these fucking racist mobs. Here's an example. You know, Amazing Atheist, the YouTuber?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he was big back in the day. He's on Deep Fat Fried. I still watch him all the time.
Yes, he is.
So he was streaming once like we are, and someone in his chat asked him about the type of dude who is really into interracial porn but is racist publicly. And he goes, "Yeah, my fucking dad was one of those. My dad grew up in the South in the 50s, so he was really fucking racist. Like, not to the point that he'd ever let it affect his business or anything, but he had a lot of shit to say about black dudes. But he also didn't know how to clear his browser history. So I unfortunately know that my dad's favorite porn site was blacksonblondes.com.
See, because I really would have thought it was just going to be like ebony women. No, but like, wow.
Yeah, no, they're like all fucking into it. And also, like I said, his dad was very much the type of dude who'd be racist in private, but then if a black client walked in, welcome, sir, I'm happy to meet you.
So you're telling me a bunch of these racist, like, sport team owners are, like, looking at some of these couples that are, like, you know, like, big NBA/NFL player, small-ass cheerleader, and they're just like, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I don't like this.
I wouldn't be shocked if at least one of those coaches snuck a camera into one of his players' bedrooms to watch
I
that.
do not want my sexuality being enjoyed by any fucking white devil.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I would not be shocked if they fucking snuck cameras into like Lamar Odom's house or whatever.
This is insane.
Yeah,
This
they're
hurts
fucking.
me. This one actually hurts me because there's no way out.
I know.
My joy brings them joy, and my pain brings them joy.
Yeah, they're playing both sides, so they always come out on top. They're demon
I don't
people.
like this. Alex, will you hurt them?
Now,
Get 'em.
see,
Go get him, Alex.
when I enjoy interracial
Fair.
porn, as I sometimes do, I enjoy it for good, wholesome, godly reasons. And that reason is lighting properly for dark skin makes the white women look really good because the lighting looks a lot
The
better.
only reason interracial porn should matter is it is a really nice cinematic development.
Well, not just the cinematic development, but also the lighting they have to use for a black performer often makes the white performer look better than typical porn lighting because porn lighting is really fucking flat and bright and shitty.
I see you're exposing yourself as not watching the sunlight porn.
What is that?
We're just like we're here daytime in the park and we're fucking.
Oh, well, that's hey, I love those sometimes too. Lighting shouldn't matter when you're watching people beat off, but the better the lighting, the more you can see of the people and beat off to. So it actually does really matter.
What a connoisseur! Ooh, that might be a name. Connoisseur.
You gotta watch fucking Spermageddon if you want more jizz puns.
She's really a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, while Nick goes off to watch Spermageddon, I am
Disturbed.
Yeah, you will be disturbed and delighted the entire movie. And I can send you a link to it if you can't find it anywhere because it's relatively obscure, but I know where to find it.
Oh, look at you. Okay.
Well, I found it from a Reddit thing.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, that site you have to pay for if you want in HD, but like whatever. I can just watch in 480.
There's not an English version of this, right?
Not a dub, but there's subtitles.
All right, yeah, I got it.
And the subtitles even explain one of the puns that only works in Norwegian too, which is really funny.
That's what you had said, which is nice.
I don't know if
yeah.
every version does, but the version I watched does.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do this.
All right, so it's past 11, which means John Oliver is up. Oh, hang on. NYC style racism. You hate all the other races, but not enough to not make a buck off of them. Also, you have like 100 exceptions for people you like. Oh yeah, that's a big thing too.
Oh yeah, pretty fucking like yeah. I just like one or two exceptions. I kind of understand at this point. She's like, all right, everything's fine. I guess you just hate everyone. Like you just hate these people no matter what, except when they do things for you.
Listen to this fucking movie that exists. Speaking of movies about race and interracial shit, there's a movie called Neo Ned. It's from 2005.
What is Ned doing?
What Neo Ned?
Ned's Declassified Nazi Survival Guide.
Yes. No, so it's this movie, but that'll fuck the audio up. So Neo Ned, it has Jeremy Renner and Gabrielle Union and like Ethan Suplee playing another skinhead movie. So I'd forgotten some of this. What it's about is Jeremy Renner plays a white power skinhead who gets institutionalized.
Okay.
and he meets and falls in love with a black woman who claims to be the reincarnation of Hitler. This movie is on YouTube in its entirety because whoever owns the copyright on it doesn't enforce it.
All right, so Spermageddon is gonna be the second thing I watch tonight, apparently. Because
No, Spermageddon's more deserving. It's shorter too.
okay, fine, I'll put that first. But what?
Yeah, I'd forgotten some of this. I just remembered the part where he's a skinhead who falls in love with a black woman. That by itself was gonna sell me on the movie.
See, you say that to me, and I'm like, okay, that has potential to be really bad.
Yeah, and of course it has potential to be bad.
Well, no, I mean, I don't want one of those. Oh no, you see, he's not racist because he learned to love everyone. No, he learned pussy, and he didn't learn acceptance or tolerance. He just found a way that he can find value in black women, and so he exploits them to his own purpose. But
True.
if you're telling me she's the reincarnation of Hitler, oh no. Everything matters now. Everything matters now because we're
Eat
not
your heart out,
talking-
Criterion Collection. Damn straight. I pray for the day that Criterion Collection finally nuts up and releases Freddy Got Fingered.
Bro, Criterion can eat my fucking ass because they don't need me. I don't need them.
Oh, I don't need them either. I love them.
Why?
Because there's a lot of great movies that only exist still because Criterion deemed them worthy of preservation, and I respect anyone who values the preservation of art like that.
I guess, but
Like, Criterion is the only reason that I can go watch The Last Picture Show.
I mean, aren't there other? Like, what do you mean the only reason you can watch it is it not?
That movie had been forgotten by history until Criterion got their hands on it and restored it.
Oh, okay, so it is one of those.
Like, if it weren't for Criterion, that movie would have been seen by a few thousand people in 1971 and then forgotten by history. And instead, that movie I own on 4K disc, and it's an amazing fucking movie that I can't recommend highly enough. One of the first,
on 4K.
one of the very first Jeff Bridges starring roles.
Jesus.
Very early role for Timothy Bottoms, who would later star in Apocalypse Now. It's got Cloris Leachman. It's got Ellen Burstyn. A number of other very prominent actors from that era. Impossibly young Randy Quaid makes his first film appearance in it. I believe he was 19 years old.
Are you telling me that if I look really, really, really carefully at his nutsack, I might see a vague imprint of Jack?
I think he's Jack's uncle, not father.
He's telling me if I look at his teeth really, really carefully, I might see one of Jack's brothers?
Yes. I don't think he shows his dick, but he does go to a naked pool party in this movie. Oh, yeah, Sybil Shepherd, 21-year-old Sybil Shepherd, before any of her TV shit, before Taxi Driver, shows her tits, which is awesome. It's also just a haunting... It's also just in general like a haunting, gut-wrenching portrait of like a whole town of people longing for more. Stuck in a dead-end place, like wanting things they can't have. Like it's an amazing film.
Huh.
And Sybil Shepherd shows her tits in it, and that's fucking awesome.
And Sybil Shepherd shows her tits.
Hey, you know what? Hearing Heather Graham gets naked in it motivated me when I was 15 years old to watch a little indie film called Boogie Nights, which became one of my favorite films I've ever watched in my entire life. Ironically, that was the one song they couldn't get for it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because one of the guys who wrote it is a fucking fundamentalist Christian now and wouldn't give him the rights.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I've
I've heard that is also the reason that the fucking hobo rape scene in Pulp Fiction did not have My Sharona. was because one of the My Sharona guys went Christian and wouldn't let Tarantino use it in that context.
Wait, did you say hobo?
Yeah, wasn't Maynard like? Oh no, he wasn't a hobo. He was the fucking gun store owner.
Yeah. So I'm like, who's
No,
a
he just
hobo?
looks like a hobo.
He's a redneck.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't get me wrong, rednecks look like hobos, but that's a culture problem.
Yeah, so according to my fucking my Bologna, according to my little IMDb search about it, yeah, like his original idea was to use My Sharona for that scene, and they said, no, I'm not going to let you use my song in a rape scene.
Can I point out how fucking funny it would be if you got Al to let you use his?
Weird Al does have, and especially in his early material, one or two shockingly dark jokes.
Oh, is he too? Wait, like what?
In another one, Rides the Bus, which came out like 6 months after this happened. One of the lines is, "I haven't seen a crowd like this since I saw The Who."
Oh, yeah, it's not bad.
That's a really fucking dark joke for Weird Al. Like, that's a joke about a bunch of innocent people getting crushed to death.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a good stomp like this since I went to see Travis Scott.
Oh.
Yeah, like.
And he did the robot. I'm glad Travis Scott hasn't gotten fat. He'd have more of a neck pussy than Charlie Kirk. Ah, cha-cha-cha.
Jesus Christ.
See, that one's okay, because Charlie Kirk was a demon who made the world worse.
What about Travis Scott?
Travis Scott's kind of a dick, but the people who died, as far as I know, weren't assholes.
Fiend.
Anyway, I'm running out of water and I'm about to die of thirst. So good night, everyone. I'm gonna go watch John Oliver.
We're dying of thirst.
Bye,
Bye,
watch
guys.
Spermageddon.
Spermageddon away.
Spermageddon.